smart. Well, maybe he doesn't think he's successful.
Yeah,
You don't know what successful is to them. But the thing is, people talk shit when they talk shit. Rich.
And Martin. That whole lag in the speech thing.
How could he ever fire me for anything I say?
What up, and welcome back to another episode here of the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast. Thank you so much. Appreciate everybody for waiting patiently and tuning in today once again. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up and make sure you guys read the pinned message and take advantage of that because the deal officially has started. I also want to tell you guys that this show is brought to you and sponsored by the one and only Slick Shots. SlickShots.com. You can go to SlickShots.com. You can go to Walmart. You go to Amazon, BevMo, Total Wine. Go get the Slick Shots brand new kit. You get the sealer, you get the bags, and you go buy whatever adult beverage you want. You seal it up, put it in your pocket, put it in your lady's purse, put it in your backpack, walk in through the metal detectors, and enjoy whatever you want at the price that you want for free. Literally, don't waste $300 at a bar. Buy SlickShots.com and have a good time. Also, the show is brought to you by the one and only Mission Smog in the city of Riverside. If you're having smog check problems, and I'm talking about you can't pass it anywhere because you don't want to fix the check engine light, trust me, make sure you guys call the good people at Mission Smog. Let them know the situation, that you watch the show first, and I guarantee you that you will leave there with a passing smog check. If only it was that easy to get papers, my co-host XG would have been passing with flying colors. What's going on, XG?
What's up, dog? What's up? I'm feeling good, dog.
There it is, dog.
What?
He didn't say excited.
I know he tried to change through a curveball.
Chill vibe.
I'm just really happy to be here. Not worried about
Sounds
this.
like, yeah, you sound like the guy that's like forced to go to the company meeting. Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of hard when they start off you with, and this is illegal here. What's up? How you doing?
At least,
I'm gonna come in all, thank you, yeah, thank you for shouting me out, guys. Yeah, let everybody go. Remind everybody that I'm a fucking undocumented. Yeah,
We do every episode.
Yeah, we do.
yeah. All right, you want to keep interrupting everybody else?
You call me fat every
Overweight fat
episode?
guy? Yeah, that's what I was about
Yes,
to say. You
I was
beat me
like,
to it.
yeah, like we're gonna just ignore the obvious here. I was like, we know, bro. November.
The reason you don't care anymore is because you're losing weight. And you're like, that's only going to be for so long.
Yeah.
Look at you
come
smiling.
Come November, bro, you're gone.
Keep drinking that beer.
Come November, bro, you're gone. What is it? Also joining us for the first time ever here, let's welcome the one and only, the funny Edwin San Juan, everybody.
Yeah, what the fuck?
What's going on,
Good to
Edwin?
be here. It's nice to see that every episode it's documented, that X is undocumented.
That way, when he actually
Gets documented?
like I can have a compilation of all the hundreds of episodes of me just calling him illegal or introducing him, and then like I'll play it like before they stamp his paper, and they're just like, all right, citizen, you know.
Like those videos, those vlogs of like me first time in Mexico, it's going to go viral. Like I'm kind of waiting for it because I'd be like, all right, after calling this
Not
boy
if you
illegal
die
for
out there.
so long, I want to see what it's like for him to go to Hong Kong.
That would be funny if he ends up dying. You finally get there and then you die.
yeah, like you just waited out there, and then somebody's like fit, like you go crazy and shit. Hong Kong, they get you, bro. They can kill you in Hong Kong.
Oh, that's where you're wrong.
No, I'm saying they can. Like,
anywhere.
if anybody wanted to, like, take you out somewhere in Hong Kong, I think that'd be, like, Hong Kong be the easiest way to get somebody. Like, if you know you got a horny-ass deal that goes there a lot, if you want to kill him or something, just have a bitch do it.
I thought you were talking about Hong Kong and Asia, but that's a brothel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
TJ,
see, I'm
yeah.
thinking about. Yeah, I was like,
That's the Hong Kong he wanted to head to.
I thought like
That's the only Hong Kong you should want to go to.
What?
I was trying to see Godzilla or something. Hong Kong.
That's in Japan.
Oh yeah, where Hong Kong's in the China.
You can see a fat bitch called Godzilla in there.
Oh yeah. Also too, welcome back. He will be pushing the buttons tonight. What is it? Welcome back, Rock Samson.
Oh yeah, I'm here. I forgot about that. Sorry.
You know. We heard you. And also too, shout out to Weavers. I went to this luau sesh this weekend. I haven't been. I saw a lot of friendly faces out there. Shout out to Trippy Bear for inviting me. And I went out there to check the scene out. I'm probably gonna have a booth at this event, this upcoming event. It's pretty dope. And I was able to see some of the OG homies. I've been in the industry for like 10 years, and Weavers is one of those guys that he's one of those talented rollers. Like he's like a master roller. Hey, they return the volume off. The fuck. Yeah, yeah, amateur hour over here. Yeah.
You literally announcing it makes it more of a thing.
Well, because I heard it in my headphones if you put them on. But yeah, so big salute to Weavers being a master roller. I mean, this guy has rolled a 5-pound RPG. This guy has rolled like art pieces that are or blunts that are in a museum. And essentially, this is kind of like the blunt paper mache version of a blunt. Or
Let's go home.
this is shine gold papers on it. So, and it's a tiki head. So this everybody that's wondering, oh, you guys are gonna smoke ink, you guys are gonna like, no, it's not, bro. This is all literal pieces of papers, like actual rolling papers. It's soy ink, so it's edible and it's ingestible and smokable. But this is pretty dope and it's handcrafted. I don't know exactly how much weed is in here, but it is rolled with a funky fill tip, but we're about to find out in a few minutes. Hit that thumbs up if you guys want us to smoke it right away, or if you guys want us to light it up, because this is a special way you light something like this up. You have to use a torch, and you have to kind of have that Marge Simpson burn. That's the reason the hole is right there. A lot of people don't take notice. If you want something to burn smooth and you want that movie ash, you want that movie perfect type of ash, you got to put a toothpick right through the middle of the joint if it's all filled around, and then that'll give you the perfect airflow, and you'll be able to have nice looking ashes.
Wow, I didn't know that. Toothpick?
Yeah, you like.
So wait, do you keep the toothpick in there?
No, you do it like
Okay,
this. You
it's
put the
like,
toothpick in there, and then you just take it out. Sometimes you might even want to do the circular thing. That's why some tips are even like that. Some tips will have the dots all around because it gets an all around hit. Shout out to TNT.
That thing's
tips.
full of weed inside.
Yeah, this is all weed. Like, this is all weed.
No, it looks like a toilet paper roll.
It looks like there should be chocolate under there or something.
And almost just like you just want to bite it, but then your feelings are gonna hurt.
Yeah. You get your feelings hurt.
Get your feelings hurt.
How much? I don't think we know how much is in there. Yeah.
This is worth it's a $600 blunt.
Wow.
I don't know how much weed exactly is in there. I do have a scale though. We can weigh it out though.
Yo, but
feel
you hear
honored.
that breaking news?
Huh?
You hear that breaking news?
What? Joe Biden stepped down?
Sinaloa cartel co-founder El Mayo Zambada taken into custody in a hospital today, like a couple hours ago.
Damn. I mean, are you excited about that?
Yeah.
No, like I'm saying, like, do you get excited? You know how Salvadorians, like when Bukele locked up all the MS-13s, we were all like, yeah. Lock them motherfuckers up. Like, do Mexicans are like, hell yeah, fix our country? Or you're like, nah, keep extorting people.
Not gonna do nothing.
like I want to know
It's
because you're
fine.
Mexican. Like, you're
I
like,
don't live over there. That really doesn't affect me, obviously. But I'm just breaking news. Why does it always have to go back to what it has happened?
No, 'cause
to
you
me?
said it.
I'm
Yeah,
just
do you
breaking
love it?
news. It's pretty important that the fucking.
How stoked are you?
was he on like the most wanted list?
Yeah. Come on, dog.
I thought Chapo was the top
He's
of him.
already caught. Well, you know that.
I thought Chapo. No, I know, but I thought he was like the one that's like on the top.
Nah, he's probably.
This guy's been more OG than Chapo.
Yeah.
For
Like
how-
on
for
the
what?
longer, like
Not just like came in and became the new pretty
No,
face.
he's been way older than Chapo.
Oh,
Okay.
he's like the you know. Damn, he's like the legend type of shit.
Yeah,
He's like,
co-founder.
oh, he started the cartel. Oh shit.
Oh,
Yeah, he's the main
oh.
one. Yeah.
Oh, it's like catching Fat Tony in The Simpsons.
Yeah, they caught the big boy. They don't even have pictures of him. Like the last picture they had of him.
Oh yeah, because they said that you don't know what he's gonna look like because he's gotten so many plastic surgeries.
Oh,
Honestly,
yeah,
you good, Edwin? Somebody go get him some water, bro.
No, I'm all right.
All right.
I'm just crying because they caught that dude from Sinaloa. He did a lot for the community.
Hey, bro, that's true. How did they even know? You know what's crazy, bro? I played this Narcos game, and I know it's, I have to refer back
I
to.
played this game.
This Narcos game, and it's like it says Operation Take Down Mexico, right? And it was like for like the Nintendo Switch or PSP or something like that. And I passed it, right? And I was like, this shit's crazy. It's very tactical, right? Like you have to break down this cartel house, and it's all this shit. I bet there's some truth to that. How the way they stake these people out, bro. Like they probably watch these motherfuckers. They hear their calls. They probably hear motherfuckers get killed. Like, sorry, we can't save this fucking person. We gotta fucking get like three weeks worth of this shit before we all bust in there.
You do that job?
Hell no.
That one job where you're like outside a van.
I can't
outside
be
the mobsters.
I wouldn't be.
That'd be so uncomfortable.
I can't do law and I can't do medical shit. I can't stand the fucking goriness out of it.
I don't like blood. I actually don't like blood neither.
Could you do that, Edwin?
I don't think I could do blood because I can't see that. But I couldn't do legal stuff either because I think I would end up becoming like a bad cop or something like that. You know. I'd succumb to the pressure.
That's the one thing. Okay, so like with me, with law, that's what I think it is. It's not so much that I would get caught. It's like I would become like training day.
Yeah, one of those, right?
Yeah, like I would
Get wet.
Yeah, like for sure. Like the moment a guy like Rock comes, he's like, he's your new partner. Time to put him through the ringer.
He's on with get
Yeah, like straight up,
Smoke
bro.
this scante.
He's on with arrest people. Find out they got coke. Keep the coke. Let them go. Sell the coke on the side, and call that a day.
Dude,
And sell it to his own homies. Be like, yo, I got this. Because he's not trying to catch you. But he'd be like, yo, X, you want an 8-ball? It's a good one.
be like, yo, I brought this from my boy Neto. Yeah, bro.
He kind of loves you because you let them kind of go, but you take their drugs.
I don't know, man. The hood can only love you so much because remember at the end, he was like, come on, stop him. And there was just like, we ain't going to do your work no more, Alonzo. Gives him that gun and Terry Crews is right there. Is this like, you think when he filmed that movie, that guy already had put his hand on his leg? Because like he's the only person that I don't feel bad about the whole Me Too thing. When he came out crying. I'm just like, bro, you're buff. You could have fucked him up.
It's not just about being able to fuck somebody up physically.
Okay, he's black and buff, all right?
But
like
no, he's thinking about his career and shit, man. Like, I don't know.
You don't think he could have busted like a Devo and picked this motherfucker up and be like, nah, I'm finna get every movie.
And then be
cuz.
blacklisted from Hollywood and not be able to get work and pursue his
You trying to
dream?
touch my dick?
I'm not saying that he should just let it happen, but it's a complicated situation. You can't just be
I'm
like,
not gonna cry about it either.
Why not? He's allowed to feel things.
I'm just saying, bro. Man, what a waste.
But he let him do that. Then now he's on America's Got Talent.
See? Speak up. Cry a little. Get a good gig.
That's still not better than like all the movie roles he was getting. He was getting some tough ass roles, like the guy with the Training Day. He was the guy who came up with the pigeons. Remember?
Yeah. How do you go from Training Day to White Chicks?
Yeah, bro.
What are you talking about? White Chicks is classic.
Crossdresser.
I mean,
Yeah.
but it was so good. Man,
He
whatever.
looked crazy, all
You're
glow
never living it
sticks, all
down.
buff.
Huh?
Never living it down.
I don't care. You think I'm bothered by the fact that I was in a dress?
I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying
yeah,
you're
our
never
friend here
living
was
it
in a
down.
dress.
I'm just saying you're
I
never
wore a
living
dress.
it down.
Do you do stand up too?
Nah.
I'm just checking.
That would have made it a lot better, huh? Have you ever put a dress on?
Me?
Yeah.
My hesitation is because I did, yeah.
For like what, comedic relief?
Yeah, we were doing sketches and stuff like that.
Oh,
What was the
okay.
sketch? Come on, give us a rundown. What were you wearing?
I don't
A
even remember
sundress,
it.
A tight dress.
I
This
just
motherfucker wants to know how your cheeks looked in that shit.
my legs are banging. I could be a, but my torso it just was over. I don't even have photos. I think I burned them.
You're like, I don't ever want to relive this. We're just putting him through trauma.
Like the way like you remember The Simpsons when they would dress up Barney Gumbo in a dress because he would get wasted. That's like, you know what I mean? That's the only way you'd probably get somebody like X or myself in a dress. Like voluntarily, it's not gonna happen.
No, I think you do it if like.
I don't know, bro.
No, like if the Food Channel hit you up, be like, yo, High and Hungry, just one episode in a dress. Like Scottish dress. Scottish dress, you're gonna do
Yeah, you
Scottish
gotta-
food. You gotta do some Scottish
A
food.
kilt.
A kilt. You wouldn't
Okay,
do a
that's a
kilt?
manly skirt though, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Still a skirt, dude.
Okay,
I
but
love how you
okay,
say
all right.
it's a skirt, dog.
Go call one of these Scottish fools the F word. I'd be like, "What's up, faggot?" And then then it's like fucking see what happens. Those fools look like they know how to fight. I would not.
So you do it.
What?
You do it. You do it. If the food channel hits you up right now and they're like, "Yo, just one high note."
Those fools are pretty manly, dog. You know what I mean? Like,
So then what's? Yeah,
they're not out there
Would you do it
fucking
commando?
RuPauling it with a fucking pipe bag.
You would do it how they do it, commando. Nothing under the skirt.
I
At
bet that
point-
feels great, honestly.
I'm 55. My balls would hang out.
But that's not that's not necessarily a dress, bro. I'm not putting on a sundress and singing "Hit Me, Baby" one more time. You
I
know?
wasn't singing "Hit Me, Baby" one more time. I was just doing.
We don't know that.
What was
We
that?
don't know that.
Yeah, what was
Anything happened in that art room, bro? We seen these pictures. We're like,
four
yo,
other guys real
this is
close.
like an Abercrombie and Fitch food shoot gone wrong.
Like real close to like 4 other dudes too. It wasn't
Yeah,
like
those are my homies. Man, you know what? Here's the thing.
They're homegirls.
I'm comfortable. Yeah, they were my homegirls for the day. Honestly, though,
Golden Girls.
hey, another classic, man. I'll take it.
Thank
You
you
gonna back
for
that up?
being.
The
Thank
golden
you
shit?
for wearing a dress. Yeah, bro. That's.
Damn.
There's got to be like some freedom to it, though. I bet you're like, yeah, you know.
Bro, so it was really hot in the place that we were filming. So, like, I had a umbrella, like
I
a little.
really thought you were gonna not have any reasoning for it, but go ahead.
Nah, shit was great, dude. It was so hot in there, and I had the little like umbrella, and so I just like kind of brought it down on the ground, dude. The breeze in between my legs was amazing.
Did you get harassed by anyone?
No, I'm not cute enough to get harassed.
Like, could you make a claim if somebody tried hitting on you and be like, "Yo, stop SAing me"? Like, if you like,
I mean, it's kind of like we were talking about the stand your
are you gonna
ground
like
stuff.
Terry Crews it and be like, "No, I'm feminine now."
No, it would be like the well, here, let me film this. I was gonna get that footage. That shit. But yeah, no, it's like I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess I
Rock
just
can't multitask. Rock obviously can't multitask.
I
You
am
literally
super
like one
distracted.
fucking joint, and that's how you get a bunch.
Like he does. Like he's in a manager at a fucking weed dispensary shop.
What about that?
Oh,
That's
hold on, I
a
gotta-
blowtorch,
Surprising
bro.
you. It is.
Yeah, you have to. This is like when you smoke super crack, bro.
This is when you know you have an addiction problem when you're using a blowtorch.
If you ever meet
Tree basing.
a crackhead, bro, that has this shit, bro, they got health insurance,
Well,
bro.
okay, so you've been smoking forever, right, Edwin?
yeah.
All right. When's the first time you took a dab? Because you need a dab. You need that for a dab.
Yeah, the first time I took dabs,
It was called Krikri.
I was in San Jose at some dab lounge. But man, I had chest pains after that, bro.
Yeah.
Was it like the burning, or did your chest just feel
it just
heavy?
felt-
I
too
think
heavy,
it was in the early like 2010s where it probably was on the titanium nail, super hot. They're trying to get
Yeah.
too high. That's not how it's supposed to taste. Like now you take one, like if Bizon hooks you up with the rice dab, like something he takes, it's so smooth you can taste the terps. I think he definitely.
Might I tell you this? I know this is OG that they put in there because off that first hit, it's definitely some kind of indica. Look, people, this is how you light something like this up.
I'd be scared to burn that.
You have like when you're
I'm scared to smoke it.
I'm excited to smoke the paint.
I feel like this is training day in real life.
Get wet.
when you're lighting something like this, you have to know how to handle that shit where you're not gonna like just let me light it like a regular joint. This is all solid weed, so you have to get an even burn.
Like a cigar, huh?
Yeah, hence the reason you gotta like blow on it. Like once you get a full even burn and you just get that full puff, just
Damn, look at that. It looks like a prop.
it literally does, bro. It's like King Tut. I bet Egyptian fools, like if Egyptian fools were smoking weed, bro, this is the shit they were like smoking for sure. Something golden like this. A nice little golden fucking pipe, bro. This is beautiful. Shout out to Weavers for this shit. And this is gonna probably
Be the whole episode.
Nah,
Maybe.
it's not gonna burn the whole episode.
I say it'll last the first.
I just
say
want to
8:30.
say I love you to all my family out there. In case I die after the smoking this, just want to document it that X is illegal and and I love them all my family.
Don't put that, dude. They're gonna do an autopsy and they're gonna
Autopsy?
the NSA or someone's gonna look at that and they're
An
like,
autopsy.
It's gonna be like we don't die the same.
We don't autopsy the same.
Autopsy. Hey, what did you call Tinder the other day? He's like, yeah, I saw him on Tinder.
On Ponder.
No, it was like chicken tender. Yeah,
Tender.
I saw him on. I saw him on Tinder.
I saw him on Tinder.
And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, he was on Tinder.
I want to get a super cut of all of us mispronouncing shit.
It would just be mostly XG.
I mean, I know, but I know we've both done it
It's
too.
unfair, dude. English was my second language. Cut me some slack.
You buy
become a citizen.
All right, remember,
I'm
hold
already
it up.
coughing and I
Right
haven't
here.
even hit it yet.
You buy shit from Temu X? Don't
Timu?
be lying. Anybody buy shit from Temu?
Fuck no, I don't trust that.
Honestly, man, I'm one of those fools that has been reporting the fuck out of those commercials on Temu for me. Like and every time
Reporting them?
every time they come back with like, I'm like, okay, I fucking put. Oh, there he is. Now the fucking fly fucking lands, bro.
The fly wants to get lit.
Kill Rock's friend right here, bro. Yeah, no, but I don't know. Temu goes fucking strong when it comes down to like their advertisement, bro. They'll be like it'll be like regular Temu, like get this like shit that you like. And then I'm like, please don't show me this ad again. And then they'll be like Temu Sports, buy cheap bikes. And I'm like, all right, bro, I don't want no. And then they'll be like Temu video games. I heard you like video games. And they just try everything, bro. Like Temu's just like constantly just dominating, bro.
I really like the idea of you just being at home, just like,
The asphalt drop.
fuck! Goddamn Timu! Leave me alone!
Hold it up when I hit it.
Yeah.
That way the ash will tip over.
Hey, Rock, how many, like as a white guy, how many walls have you punched in anger?
Honestly, I haven't done that in a
Like how many
long
Kyle
time.
moments have you had?
I mean, I've had some Kyle moments. During a breakup in 2014, I punched a mirror, and I know better than to do that ever again.
Did you cry after you punched it?
No, I was drunk and angry, but my hands had like glass in them for a good chunk of the year. Like,
Damn.
like I had like I still got like it's not as bad anymore, but there's little scars on my knuckles, and it was like one of them had like a little hole in there where I guess something had been lodged in there, so it like stayed kind of open for a while.
Have you ever done some white guy shit like that, bro?
Nah, bro.
Where like just out of anger, you're like, oh, fucking hate this. Like,
Mad at my dad.
okay, like look, fool, I have a very bad what is it?
Do you?
Temper, bro. Like, but I can't see myself going full Kyle and just punching the wall.
You've broken something though.
Oh yeah, like I think I'm more of a thrower.
Like I could see you playing a video game, final level, boss level. You lose and you just grab that controller.
I'm like for sure more of a thrower. Like fuck.
Yeah, I can see you doing that.
You know what? You know what makes me sad about makes me sad about a lot of the shit that I enjoy doing, bro, is because I enjoy doing all this shit high, bro. Everything that I enjoy, I have multiple hobbies, but I enjoy doing all this shit high, and I wish people can just like respect that, bro. Because like I can't walk into Frankensons with like this lit and just be like, oh, I'm here to buy Pokemon cards, bro. You know what I mean?
You don't go in. You can't go in there like that, but you go in high as fuck, dog.
I stink everywhere I go, bro. I smell straight like herb, bro.
Stinks.
Like literally, I like smell just like straight herb, bro. You ever been like weed racist?
No.
Or like have they ever been weed racist to you? That's what I call it, weed racist.
Weed racist. Weed.
Yeah, like so like they'll put you by the bathroom.
for wait.
Like
where?
if you go to the restaurant, bro, like that's how you know the
Oh yeah. If you smell like fucking just skunk, yeah, they're gonna be like, hey, why don't you just hang out somewhere else where there's other weird smells? Yeah.
yeah, bro. But
Hit you with Febreze when you get in there.
That happens to me every time I go to church.
you smoke before you go to
Oh,
church.
man, yeah. You know, and they're like sitting by the confessional.
Yeah, I mean, you go to what are you Catholic?
Yeah, I'm Catholic.
Oh yeah, they forgive everything, bro. I grew up Catholic.
He's on, but wait. You're also acting like you don't smoke everywhere, dude. I've been to the mall, I've been to Disneyland with you, and you hit that shit, and I'm like, for real, like right now, and they're like, you're not gonna come get me.
Yeah, they're not, bro.
Yeah, during Christmas shopping, you're
I'm
like,
not
you
illegal.
literally said they're too busy doing other things. we're on the escalator, and this fool's hitting it, and I'm like super like not like I'm always just like not trying to cause problems, you know. I see this fool hit it, and I'm like kind of like, can you not do that?
Was it a vape or was it?
It's a propane, of course, dog.
Oh,
I'm not scared of that. Where you in the mall?
Yeah, but this fool's complaining about he don't have the liberty to smoke a fucking blunt inside Frankensons.
Well, I'm
clearly
talking,
you
okay.
do.
I'm talking about like
you get as
fucking
close
going
as
in
you
there though. Like
possibly can.
I want to like Liberty. When I think Liberty, I'm thinking Vegas, fool. Like Vegas liberty. Like, you know when that old person is like, yeah, let me get another pack of cigarettes. And they're like that's fucking liberty, bro. Like this, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but they still have to smoke that outside. Your liberty,
No,
they still have to smoke that outside.
No, they can smoke cigarettes inside.
No, but not weed.
Oh no, well I was hitting my vape pen into slots.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
But vapes you can get away with pretty
Yeah,
much.
that's why I
people
was
can't
like-
tell.
Yeah, why are you scared of vapes inside?
But if you're trying to hit like a one hitter, you can get away with that. But you can't light on a full joint going up the escalator.
Vegas, fix your shit.
That's anywhere
Hey,
in the world.
you've lit up in a restaurant. I know you.
oh,
have.
dog, let me tell you about
I know
this.
you.
All right,
have.
so
Look at him smiling. Fool, I know he's.
No,
lit
let
up
me-
in a restaurant,
I done did it.
Inside. 'Cause
I done that.
I would leave. I'd be like, here's my money. I'm dipping.
I've actually
That's what it's called.
I've done something. I've lived through something that was like crazy. I can't believe this got done in Vegas, and I'm pretty sure this is a big reason that casino's not there no more. Story goes.
For real?
Hard Rock Casino. There was a time where they didn't know how to get the weed industry there on lock. So they were just letting people rent out casinos if possible. And I remember one time, Champs, which is going on right now in Vegas, rented out the Hard Rock Casino, the whole floor. Like the whole tower, all these rooms. Every floor was different rooms. So fifth floor, all the fucking the accessories. Sixth floor, glass blowers. Seventh floor, fucking what is it? All the bongs and all this shit, and etc. Right? They told people, "Hey, you're gonna have to go to the rooftop to smoke."
Shit,
Bro,
like,
this shit did not last. I want to say not even before 12. It opened, like, I want to say it opened up at like 10, and by 12, like, cops were literally like bringing in these machines to like ventilate the whole thing out because the whole tower and the whole casino was smoked out. The whole Hard Rock Casino smelled like fucking weed, bro. They literally fined that casino so much money because of that, and they never let Champs happen in there. I mean, bro, it was bad, bro. They just let motherfuckers, and we were smoking. I was walking around, going through elevator, smoking weed, bro. Just literally smoking weed, and we're just there's no way that this is gonna have no consequences to it. I can't believe that was an era in Vegas that
I didn't go to.
it's not
that.
coming back no more.
I obviously didn't go to that Champs, but when we went to regular Champs, they were on our ass about smoking. Every 15, 20 minutes, they were like through the intercom, "Please do not smoke. If we smoke, we're gonna get in trouble, and we'll never do this again. Don't ruin it for everybody else." Even though there's like $1,000 bongs on tables and everything's meant for weed, you're not allowed to smoke.
I just love that it was that chill, like, hey guys, don't ruin it for everybody else. Please don't smoke. Not
Because the person that says it doesn't even want to say it themselves.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, this is
They
my
know it
fucking
makes no
job."
sense. Everybody here wants to fucking smoke up.
It's like, how would a Filipino guy is like, "Oh, it's my fucking job."
Do they have a fucking job, Edwin?
Yeah, bro. There's a lot of Filipinos that work at the casinos, bro. Yeah,
Are you a
like
gambler?
What
Are
happened?
you a gambler?
Yeah, but I bet on sports.
You bet on sports?
Yeah, I'll play craps every once in a while. That's
Yeah.
where you come up big, I think. But
What's your sport? Football?
yeah, go get him a bottle of water, bro. Everybody's gonna need one eventually. Cause
WNBA.
you want me to go get some?
yeah, can you get
a
him?
couple.
Yeah, you
Come back with the dress, bro.
That would be some shit though. If he came back dressed as Minnie Mouse,
That'd be the
he can pull it off. What kind of dress do you think Rock would look best in? Let's
Summer dress.
No.
Let's discuss this while he's
You're
gone.
way too fit for a summer. That's for like fat chicks. You're more like a club dress.
No, he's
like one
more-
of those tight Mexican.
he's more
paisa
like-
dresses. That's the,
Now we know what XG wants to see me in.
He's more like yoga pants and a sports bra kind of body.
I can see that.
that's not a dress.
I can see that.
Yeah, that not the dress, just like yoga pants and a sports bra type of shit. Yeah, salute to fucking Weavers. This is burning strong. And usually they have these kind of blunts and they pass them around through a whole sash. This is not that many heads smoking this, and we're about to be like it's right about there. I don't know exactly how much it's gonna burn, but yeah, no, it's okay. This is what the show's for.
He's like my computer.
Computer get messed up with secondhand smoke.
Oh shit! Hold on, I just took my glasses off. God damn.
Oh, you didn't see it?
Hey, Ray, I got a question. I mean, you can't answer, but does resin get into computers? Have you ever opened up your laptop and you're like, whoa, there's like a little bit of like green shit that's from all the smoke that because that's all you do. You work here.
What are you talking about? Like it getting resin?
From the smoke.
Computer repair shop and they.
Yeah, but all that smoke.
It's like the AC guy. Like when we have the AC guy come in here and he was like, oh shit. He was like, the AC is fine, but the fucking screen is like, yo, this shit is sticky. we had a AC guy that came and fixed our AC, and he took out the screen and he's like, hey, I have to put alcohol like on this because like there's nothing else that gets off the res. Yeah.
How long about the time? So they've been here for a while. How long? Over 10 over like 10 years almost.
Like 15.
Right? 15 years. B-Reals had this studio, and like usual, they clean out bongs, they clean out rigs, all this. So they used to use a toilet down there, and so much wax, so much rosin that they clogged up the fucking plumbing. That the fucking plumber came.
The pipes?
Yeah, the plumber came and said, "That's all like."
That's all weed in there.
No. All right, so the guy. So there was a time where dabbing was really popping, bro. Like dabbing had just like really started popping off. And fools were like dabbing like crazy here. So fools would just go dump out their bong water in the toilet. And you have these like little patties of wax that's floating in the dab rig, right? After so many dabs. And fools are just flushing that shit down. So when you have so much water, it will start clogging it up because water and oil don't mix. And I remember the guy, they had to bring the truck, the industrial truck, to pump it under and flush everything out. Like it took it cost like $10,000 to do it in the industrial building. And what the dude took out was like a ball of resin that was like this. Like
You know who would have smoked that?
You want this
Reclaim?
reclaim?
That thing would have smoked the fuck out of that.
No, that sounds so fucking nasty.
Rat Dick's disgusting. He'll smoke anything.
And he's also respectfully named Rat Dick.
He's on fentanyl now, bro. He's gonna die.
What is he dying from?
I don't know. They don't let him back into that podcast because he's
a character.
He turned into an addict.
I thought you meant he was like on hospice and
he dabbed the cockroach.
What?
Yeah, like.
That's what he said. That's why he did it. He thought it was hilarious. That's so gross.
I was about to.
He picked it out of his own nasty ass fridge because he's like, it was gross watching this fool do that.
I want to see what this guy looks like. I was about to Google Rat Dick, and I was like, don't do that. Oh no, I just want to put it. No, I don't need it on like the cameras. I just want to face to the name. But no, I was about to Google that, and I realized that'd be a problem.
Does not appreciate that we find any talent in this kid.
Oh shit. Okay, so it's on site for Ray.
All right, so I'm gonna be 100
Respect.
right now. Like this is a smoke box.
Oh, like the car?
Like I mean, no, but I'm saying like this is pretty much. Yeah, like and you know the blunt, because best believe I have another blunt being made already. Like now that I reconnected with Weavers and stuff like that, I'm like, hey, let's just work on different things. You know, just let me see what you got. You know, like just get creative, bro. You know, I'm gonna buy something at the end of the week.
Did you request the tiki head specifically?
No, that was like a luau themed sesh.
Okay, so what are you gonna ask for?
I'm not gonna spoil it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it, but best believe though, if you want to smoke this fucking tough and you want to smoke an art piece like this with us, I was gonna surprise everybody, but I'm gonna let you guys know because we need to fucking sell tickets.
Oh shit!
Don't fucking sleep. August 9th, if you guys want to fucking hit a piece of art like this, if you guys want to smoke tough like this, make sure you guys get your tickets to the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast live. It's gonna be going down August 9th. Tickets are available now. Literally, I've been have Aton showing you guys how to roll. The ticket includes obviously a gift, but you don't have to bring anything, bro. I'm gonna give you the funky flip tips, the papers. I'm gonna give you the herb to roll up, and Aton's gonna show you guys how to roll up. Cali Blaze might show up, talk about some dab shit. We're gonna do a live podcast. Free tattoos to the first 10 people in their flash tattoos. They're gonna be We Don't Smoke the Same tattoos or nothing. All right, you guys are getting branded. All right, I ain't playing.
I'm gonna come.
And that's at the Green Room.
Yeah, at the Green Room, but get your tickets. They're available now. What is it? So make sure you guys pull up. It's going to be a dope-ass time. It's a very intimate setting. So, hey, man, it's built for what it is, bro, because we have to have the camera set up. Ray's going to have to be there. Like, it's, just literally come in there like you're going to see, like, a fucking show.
In a hot box like this.
It's going to be a hot box like this, hands down. That's the venue that made Martin Rizzo question if he was ready to headline or not. Yo.
No, they just fucked up. Martin Rizzo doesn't smoke. He headlined We Don't Smoke the Same comedy show we had.
Nothing will cripple a fucking comic more than a room like this.
Well, he couldn't see the fans.
No, I mean, yo, I booked him to headline, right? And then
Why did you book him to headline?
like, well, because it was just
He knew we were gonna smoke, but I don't think he understood we were gonna hotbox the place.
like I don't think he's been around like smokers like that. Like you know who we should have, like George Wang. He was like, I would have done better. Like George Wang George Wang got down though. He's a smoker though. He smokes more than Martin for sure. But yeah, like Martin was coughing up there in the middle of his set, and he was like, "Fuck, dog!" Like he's like, "How long do I got left?" Like then you start asking, "How long do you got left?"
Oh,
Yeah, it's. I'm like, yo. I mean, hey, we don't smoke the same environment. Well, have you? It's not made for everybody, bro.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I cannot believe it's only 7:38 right now. It feels like we've been in here forever.
Edwin,
What?
you've been in the game, right, for a while. I got a question. I mean, obviously we're smoking heavy here. Did you ever smoke with Ralphie May?
Oh, yeah. I smoked with Ralphie.
That's a legend, right? Could he keep
Yeah.
up? Could he be at this table? Could he outsmoke us, obviously? Would he look at us and be like,
yeah,
yo?
Ralphie could smoke. He could eat edibles, get all fucked up, and still smoke, and
That
just
fool's
fucking
big.
still
That
hanging.
fool's big.
It was huge.
I used
was
to
back
sell.
in the
I used to
day.
get. He used to buy his weed off of me back in the day.
Oh, yeah?
What?
You sold the, damn, so you were pushing like that?
Yeah, he even
Hold on,
talks
you
about.
sold weed, Edwin?
Yeah, just just to the other comics and stuff like that. Some of the homies around.
Little trapping.
Yeah.
Just a little side business,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just I didn't even need it. It was just more like to floss. I think like, oh yeah, I can get bud because I knew some homies that were connected, so I can get the weed from them. But I was hooking up Ralphie, and he mentioned me in a special. He has a bit where he's smoking weed with Jesus in heaven, and Jesus is smoking this weed. Like, it's pretty good. Where do you get this from? He's like, my Filipino homie, Edwin San Juan.
Damn, that's your reference? Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta go watch that again.
I've heard that
Yeah.
reference before, dog, because I remember, like, when I stayed with Jason Rouse, that's all they would play in that apartment.
Yeah, with Ralphie.
They would just watch the specials in there. Like, his homie was playing it nonstop, and I remember hearing that. And then I watched that shit, too. Like, I know the exact bit you're talking about. That's crazy that that's you.
Yeah, it's wild, right? And a lot of my friends were like, "Oh man, he's kind of ratting you out, bro. You want that?" I don't care. He's talking to Jesus. Jesus knows I do this. But I thought it was more props and respect and a shout out, So
100%. That's what I gotta, would interpret that as.
So since you were selling, have you seen the evolution of it? Like how good it's now? Like, do you look at it and you're like, whoa, this is nothing I ever sold back in my day?
oh yeah, the quality definitely is way better. The crazy thing is if you sell weed, if you have a building, you sell it. You're a dispensary, right? But if you sell weed out of your house, you're a drug dealer.
I'm a drug
There's no
dealer.
middle line, It's either good or bad. But I didn't really sell much. But the Catholic guilt in me, I was like, man, I'm selling drugs. I'm a drug dealer.
There's
So,
7 Hail Marys about it.
yeah, I can't go to confession after every sack I sell. Like,
Did you grow up super Catholic?
yeah, I grew up super Catholic. I didn't go to Catholic school, but my brothers and sisters did. But
Like, so your parents threaten you with Jesus all the time?
yeah, well, I wouldn't say threatened, but I was like forced to go to church and stuff like that. When I got older, I stopped going. But I would lie, say that I would go to church, and
Just hit it. It's gonna.
I would just go to church and get the bulletin, and then come back. I went to church.
Walk in, get it, walk out.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. If you've been to like Catholic church or anything like that, you've those like if anybody's seen those that's how I stole the packet of a body of Christ, because I used to be one of those people that would carry the little stick in
The
a
altar
bucket
boy?
drink. Yeah. That
You
was
don't
like-
even remember? It's called
that
altar
was-
boy.
Yeah, there was like 6 of us. In Spanish, it's called monaguillo.
Oh, I thought because you got raped that you.
Nah,
I was about to say, he blacked that whole
You
part of his
blocked
life
that part
out.
Hell no, bro. I was like, bro, fat kids don't get molested. Yeah, bro. Like little fat kids don't get molested, bro. You got a little fat kid out there, no danger.
No danger.
No,
That's probably why I got molested.
For a couple reasons. I don't know why, but you also you don't want to feed him. Don't be asking for food all the time.
Yeah, it's gonna be like, look, man, I know he just diddled me, but you know.
So,
I got a cheeseburger.
so wait, you stole the bread, the communion?
I stole
He stole the body of Christ.
I stole a pack of the body of Christ. They come in a Ritz crackers. They come in like a whole pack like that.
Yeah.
Because in my logic, when I first started doing it, I was like, man, like, so this is supposed to give you more life, right? You know, like.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I can see
like
that,
So I remember I took it home and I was just like eating it.
Got the power of Christ inside.
I was just
When
like.
his grandma's old. Could have gave his grandma some.
No, he's putting up,
He's like, fuck you,
The
Grandma.
whole thing, dog. Didn't spread none of that extra life to
I'm
anybody
getting
else.
the Holy Spirit.
Like,
he's all dipping in salsa.
I did put some jam on it, bro. Like I pretty much was like charcuterie board with it. You know, I was like, oh man.
Fucking cheese and crackers.
Well, but I mean, there's not.
PB and Jesus.
That would be some crazy shit, bro. That would be a crazy ass sandwich, though.
Honestly, now we got to figure out a way to get Bart's
Buy
to
those,
make
right?
that.
Like at any like.
Dude, they could probably. That's probably a sandwich at one of those like mega churches, like those super white
A
churches.
PB and Jesus.
That they have like the coffee shops.
They
in them.
do
It's like,
not.
hey,
They're not gonna do that.
yeah, 100%, bro. Like,
Okay, now I want to see this. Find this because I feel like a mega
dude,
church would take it too
those mega
serious.
churches with like the coffee shops and that, you know, like fools are in there, like, you know, like third marriage in, and this is the right kind of Jesus for them. Like that's that bro. That you'll never see like fools that never have given up, like fools that don't give up on marriage. That's where they end up, bro. The mega churches. They're like, I'm in my fourth marriage, but 4 times the right time. You know, like
4 times the charm is what they always say.
yeah, dude. I don't know. That's kind of like that's speed dating.
That is
Those mega churches.
I thought
Mega churches are speed dating for Christ. Everything's all modern. You got a coffee shop, bro. You can.
Shit, I'm going to church.
But for the record, you're in the clear, bro, because when you stole that stuff as a little kid, it was just unleavened bread, because it wasn't consecrated yet and it didn't turn into the body of Christ yet. So really,
They still had the little cross on there.
yeah,
but it didn't get blessed. It's supposed to be
the
blessed
blessing
by the priest,
yeah,
dude.
the consecration has to happen.
That's
during
why I
the-
aged faster. It wasn't blessed, dog. Yeah, no, I didn't feel bad about it because I was like, what? They're molesting kids? I was like, I don't feel bad about stealing this.
I love that was your trade off.
You should have got some wine too, bro. You did both of it.
The wine
Body and blood.
was in a whole
locked
different
up.
fucking
That shit's
cabinet.
locked up.
I didn't even know where that was at. Like I remember that I knew where the body of Christ was at because the cabinet. I was like, yo, there's no more crackers, right? And then they were just like, oh, there's a box. Just open it. And then I was like, it was the box that you get delivered. And I was like, whoa, this is how it comes. And I just literally just put that shit under the dress.
When you open the box, did it light up?
The
Like,
fucking
You were in a dress?
yeah, that fucking it's like a fucking moo-moo.
All right. So there's been 3 guys at the table that have worn a dress.
I wore
But
a dress
it was
for
more-
Jesus, bitch.
Hey, you still wore a
Like-
dress.
yeah, they're more like Jedi robes.
Yeah, they're more like
It's like a
Jedi
robe.
robes.
Oh, yeah,
You should have called it a robe, but we are beyond the point. You already called it a dress, baby.
Robe.
Well, Jesus
I'm proud of
technically
you.
wore a dress.
It's a robe, dude. It's a robe. Don't just 'cause you wore a dress doesn't mean Jesus wore a dress.
Don't disrespect Jesus and say he wore a dress.
Yeah, bro. But hey, would you imagine if like the whole way you get to heaven, it's like Jesus is like, you got to cast this fade with me, and if you win, you know
Nobody
what I'm
would get in.
saying? Nah, he could take a. You don't think Jesus could take a L?
But dude, even if he did take an L, 3 days later he'd come back. I'm still
Would you
here.
take that head on fade?
Oh,
Come on, like, why? You know you.
I
Look,
can't even fight you.
so you just would go to hell?
I can't even beat you up. Every time you get mad, I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta.
He's
chill.
gonna hurt me again.
Smoke a joint. you
Okay,
know?
bro, but okay, that happens to
you
you
don't
in
think
every
you just-
podcast, bro. You go to George Perez, like, fuck, is George gonna fight me?
XG.
Fuck, is Sam gonna fight me? Like every podcast you do is like, but
Hey, XG, they have a hotline you can call for help.
no, but I'm serious. Would you take a head on, bro? Like this is you die, right?
Oh yeah, what other choice do you
That's
got?
what I'm saying. God's like, look, man, you could go to hell right now, or I'm gonna give you a chance. Take this head on fade.
And I'd be like, all right, let's get swinging, dog.
Jesus is just going out, but I mean, it's just a street fight. He's not gonna bust no MMA. You're gonna have to take that fade.
I do want to know, would he still have the holes in his hands? Because that'd make him a little more aerodynamic, which would be a little problematic.
If he had the holes, I mean, yeah, he probably has to have the holes in his hand. Otherwise,
what I'm
how is he Jesus?
You know,
He's not
ID,
a T. He's
his
not
identity.
He's
Probably
not
scarred up by now.
He's not the Terminator guy.
I'm not
he's just
Jesus
like,
without my
Wolverine.
holes.
yeah, Jesus has to have the holes in his hands, bro. Like he's probably shoot stuff out of the holes.
So you have to beat him, or
Yeah.
you just gotta let him beat you down.
No,
Yeah,
no,
you get.
if
Is
you
it like
lose,
getting
if you-
jumped into heaven?
If you lose, you not go to hell, but just
3
go
rounds,
purgatory
dude.
or
You gotta last or knock him out.
Okay, so as long as you
okay,
last the
last.
3 rounds you get in.
Yeah.
Because like what if you're good at taking a hit but you don't know how to fight, like XG?
You're good at taking a hit. Yeah, for real though. You would just have to literally just let Jesus hit you for like three rounds, XG. You can do that.
and try to run as much.
Yeah,
as
try to
possible.
run it. Like
Sure, guys. Sure, I'll fight Jesus.
He'd fight Jesus if he could become.
stupid scenarios. Sometimes I'm like, what are you talking about these stupid?
okay, says the
scenarios
guy
that
who
work
put the Jesus cross in the Coke sack and made a joke about it.
out? It
yeah.
was a joke. People laughed.
Yeah, bro. I'm just saying the idea of Jesus coming back and saying, "Look, bro, you."
So are you upset because we think that you would lose to Jesus, or are you
because
upset
we'd
because
all
you don't
lose
want
to
to fight
Jesus.
Jesus?
Yeah. So then what's the point of it? Yeah, see, that's the point. It's irrelevant.
I mean, you just have to
It's
try
a
to
trick
hold.
question
It's
at
a
that
trick
point.
question. Yeah, Jesus is hearing me. No, dude, not winning. Not even.
You don't think
doing it.
he saw you do the cross and the Coke, and you worried about him saying like, "Yo, you would duck
Like, it
you would
doesn't
duck the
matter.
fade."
Doesn't matter, right? Edwin San Juan, as long as I forgive,
If you ask for forgiveness,
this is good. That's it, fool.
But you got to ask for it.
if it's sincere.
That
Yeah.
part.
You think if bad shit happened to you on
Here,
Earth,
I
you
got a
automatically
good
go to
question.
heaven?
I got a good question for
Good
fucking
question.
Edwin, other than some hypothetical.
Don't be
Yo.
dissing Jesus' fighting skills,
You guys
bro.
are out talking to me about Jesus, and I'm all fucking smoking.
Hey, exactly.
what's up, dog?
You fucking.
Yo, Edwin, since you're like kind of grew up Catholic, what do you think about like Santeria? Have you ever done any of the Santeria or like anything like that? Or do you believe in like
Edwin is scared of all that stuff. He said he talked about it.
Santeria, Ouija boards. I don't,
Ouija board,
nah,
never?
Don't even come in my house.
What about Harry Potter?
I do Santeria. That's my religion.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just feel like if you're trying to invite evil spirits to your house, is Santeria evil?
It's not always evil,
just
bro. Like
spirits,
this,
though,
it's,
right?
it's like it's what you make it, bro. There's a lot of people that like, unfortunately, they use it. They invoke certain shit for malice, but it's like everything else, bro. It's like if you're invoking something for malice, bro, you're gonna you point that finger, you got 3 pointed right back at you, bro.
Yeah.
So it ain't gonna go on.
Unnoticed.
Yeah, unnoticed. Like at some point when it's your turn, you're like, haha, I did this. It's like for people when they try to do like if some girl were to be like, oh, okay, I got Xavier now, I'm gonna do this love spell on him and get him. He may fucking not have the voluntary will to leave, but like it's gonna be a miserable relationship. So technically, I'm not saying it's not gonna work, but there's people out there be like, fuck, he definitely didn't leave, but we fight every day. So what the fuck's the point, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those things you get what you wish for, but what you wished for wasn't what you wished for.
Yeah, so it's really supposed. It's kind of like you're really supposed to use it for like for yourself and like to make sure you're good. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Right.
hey man, like what the fuck should I stay away from, bro? Like why am I? What am I running
Right.
this for? It's kind of like a self checkup, bro. In
But
a
this,
weird way.
like anything with power, people abuse it, right? Or
Yeah,
find
there's a lot of
ways
fucked
to
up
use
shit. It goes on. There's a lot of shady shit. There's a lot of people that just, especially in this day and age, where like people will just. I was biking at the beach a couple days ago, and I seen like mad different little stands like at the beach, right? And I was like, what are all these fuckers doing with these ring lights? There was like at least 3 different individuals that I seen that they had some different kind of rocks, some astronomy books. I'm just like, oh, these are all motherfuckers that are trying to sell this shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I'm just like, yo, you guys don't even know, like, because there's a whole rule set to it. A lot of people think there's no crystal ball involved in Centuria, bro. Like, that's the crystal ball is some gypsy shit. That literally is some gypsy shit, like, which is a whole different thing. But the Santeria thing, bro, it's like, it's an African religion, you know?
Oh.
Yeah. It's very old school, but a lot of people have a misconception, man, of it.
So you grew up Santeria?
Nah, I grew up Catholic, bro. So I grew up always, you know what I mean, going to church and doing all that stuff. I did my first communion. I did all that stuff, bro. Did you do your first communion?
Yeah, I did first communion, confirmation,
I never did the confirmation.
and
I just got
and
baptized.
I ended up teaching for CCD. So I helped kids get confirmed and baptized, stuff like that. I was hardcore. My uncle was a priest, so I would be altar boy for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my auntie was a nun, so it was just like,
You were deep.
yeah. My
She
mom
had the whole get up and shit.
Yeah, the whole getup. But she retired a little bit later when I was like a teenager.
Sister San Juan.
Dude, there's pictures and statues of Jesus like all over my house, bro. It's like,
is anybody a priest?
in our family, no.
My uncle was a priest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he baptized and he passed away from diabetes.
Oh wow.
Well,
Rest in peace.
I remember asking my dad because I was like, well, what makes him a priest? You know, because you're a little kid, you're like, well, why is he so special? And my dad was like, oh, because he doesn't have sex. And then I was like, for real, Dad?
That's what your dad told you?
I love how he just came out and was like, it's because he's not being intimate with women.
Yeah, that pretty much was, That was my first.
That's literally what the words that came out of your dad. Es porque no coge mujeres.
I was like 13 years old at that point. I was like, what's? And he's like, yeah, he's never had sex with a girl. And I was like, for real? He's like, he doesn't have a wife. And I was like, no, he's not allowed to. And I was like, for real?
Nerd.
And then my dad's like, well,
You're like,
he told me he has. But all you gotta do is forgive.
right.
He also just has to fucking same thing. And I was like, for real? And he's like, yeah, your uncle's kind of like not as great as he's supposed to be. And then I remember I was like, whoa, that's pretty crazy. But yeah, that's how I learned right off the bat. My parents were like, oh yeah, these fools. I was like, oh shit.
hey, when's the last time you checked in on that uncle that got caught picking up that hooker?
Time ago? Call that fool asking him, hey,
I don't know, man. I've been thinking about that uncle a lot. Like, I kind of want to
to
follow up. I'm like, hey, what's happened ever since Xavier told us this?
I
like,
think about him.
you know this story?
No, where was this at? And where's the hooker's name?
Dude, he had an uncle who got caught picking up.
Bro, it was sad.
Tell him, bro.
I don't know. I remember how long ago it was, but I just remember.
I like how he said it was sad, bro. Like,
It was
but
sad.
at the end, he's like, my uncle's cool though.
yeah, not my problem.
Is that the one that's a priest?
No. I don't remember why I found out. I just remember here, like, you know how you're.
Because your fucking parents were chismeando about it.
That's what I
Look
said.
at what happened. Like, I guarantee, your parents
but
were having a ball, bro.
No, but the thing, they didn't come and tell me. You know how you're in the car sometimes and you overhear and you kind of connect the dots and you're like, oh, what the fuck? I think it was one of those moments because I was young and I remember, I'm like, well, why the fuck would they tell me at that age? But I just remember my mom in the car, my dad telling me like overhearing, and I guess my uncle was out and about on Huntington Beach Boulevard. And he ended up picking a fucking hooker, and he got caught up in one of those "Hey, Mr. John" shits. And it was back in like the '90s, so like he had to call home from the fucking call station, and then his wife picked up. But it was in English, so they gave it to the oldest daughter. So everybody found out, dog. Like the oldest daughter had to go pick him up from the police station as like. And then, like, you're picking up because your dad picked up a fucking hooker. They thought he was a decent guy. Everybody thought he was a decent guy.
What was it called? That term that you used?
Which one?
The hello or the dear
John?
Dear John.
Like a John sting?
What is that? Oh, so they're trying to bust guys.
Oh, yeah.
Customers?
He picked up a cop.
Oh, wow.
He literally picked up a cop. And on Beach Boulevard, and my aunt had to pick him up, and it was crazy because he was using the family truck too, the Suburban. I just remember I was like, dude, bad news.
Xavier's like, he picked me up for the sleepover in that truck.
That's the one when you went to confirmation and
dude, they had to sell the truck because my aunt didn't want nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Did your aunt cry?
Huh? I mean, I wasn't there, but yeah, I'm assuming, bro, it's that situation.
She was just
they had
like,
a house and everything. Like, they didn't get a divorce. Obviously, I hope worked it out.
How did your dad feel about it? He was like, pinche pendejo tu tío.
Probably.
Like, was he like, was he still like trying to have his back? He was like, what a dumbass. He should have done it like this. Like, I feel like that's your dad's logic. He's like, man, he should have done it like this. He would have been fine.
I mean, that's what my dad would probably been like. That's why you go to Hong Kong.
Yeah,
There's no cops there.
you got to let them touch your dick first, so then you know they're not cops.
Oh, you've heard that stupid thing where you got to tell them you're making a porno. Since you're recording, it's not really prostitution.
It's a job.
It's a job, yeah. Supposedly, you're
a film star now.
You're a film star, yeah. You got to tell them like
You want to be in pictures, don't you?
But that's the loophole that a lot of these like
Supposedly, I don't
these
think
like
it'd work.
sex
I'm not gonna-
workers
I wouldn't go try
are
it on
using these
Figueroa.
days though. Like straight up, bro. Like a lot of these independent like sex workers that have their own accounts and all this shit, bro. That's literally what they're doing, bro. Somebody offers them enough money, they're just like, fuck it, bro. We're just gonna make content, and that's what it is.
Name? The rapper homie we know.
Who?
The rapper homie, the reggaeton guy.
Neat.
Nate be out there on Figueroa. I don't like.
He's just making content with hookers. There's nothing sexual about it. He just literally will
Nothing sexual about it. What do you? The whole thing's sexual about it.
He's not finger banging nobody. He's just literally having these bitches dance in the background. He lives on Fig, bro.
He does?
I think he does, or something like that. Why do you think he's always on there,
I
bro?
mean, they're, like he's so like he's like they're all dancing in the middle of the. There's a horse there, and he's making music videos.
Got a horse? That's the part I'm I want to know more about the horse. What
Mr. Ed.
Yeah.
Whores and horses.
There you go, Xavier. Damn, this shit literally burned through, bro. Like, this shit got smoked tough, bro.
Yeah.
Now it.
You lit it correctly, too, because it's not running at all.
Look, in the hood with the hookers
On
and
a
the
horse.
dog. In a mariachi outfit, dog.
I love when Xavier does these, like, phone things. Like, instead of, like, sending the video to, like, Ray, and then he could show it on the TV. But, you know, he's like, no, bro, you know. Like,
Selfish. Huh?
We're like half a blunt in, dog. Like, this was...
half a blunt in, bro? Like, this shit's like fucking 10 blunts in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Basically, shut up, Bezo.
Yeah, when
Shut up, Meg.
when is he not, bro? When is he not? Yeah. So
I'm just glad I'm not crying anymore, man.
You got through the scary part.
It's like a big man, big boys.
well, because it cleared up in here though. It really,
Honestly, cracking the door made a huge difference.
yeah, Rock's not crying about the weather. I mean, the weather right now. Xavier didn't want to say anything, but he was over here looking like a little girl, bro, with his eyes all burning. He was like, I don't want to fucking say anything, but it's burning.
It hurts.
Yeah, everybody.
Thug it out.
I literally had no problem with the smoky room.
I was okay, but it's definitely easier to breathe right now. I also want to point out I like your Four Loko hat.
Oh, thank you. Shout out to A Plus Products.
I was gonna ask if that was him. Yeah. God, what a ratchet brand. Not his, just Four Loko.
You wouldn't drink one?
I have drank one. I've
Like,
drank
you
a.
wouldn't re-drink one? Like, I know we've all drank one. You wouldn't start the night off with one of those?
That used to be my 40
Start
ounce.
the night off? No.
Yeah.
I don't need Loco Vision ever again, dude. Like the last time I had it was you know Demi?
Yeah.
She's got when she worked at fucking whatever bar she worked at. I cannot think of it. It's in NoHo, but they don't have a liquor's license. So they have like beers, seltzers, blah blah blah. And for shots, they would do shots of Four Loko. Right? Yuck. And so I remember like it had been a long time and they're like, "Oh, the formula is different. It's not as fucking gnarly as it used to be." Nah, dude, I think it's still just as bad. Like I took like 2 or 3 shots and I definitely blacked out that night. Like I remember doing the thing where you like run away from your friends and they're trying to catch you. Just a menace. So yeah, no.
Well, you just running away like a toddler?
Yeah, I was like,
Were you wearing a dress?
nah, not that night.
That looked like a hunt down.
That's only on Sundays, man.
On Long Beach Boulevard?
Look, man, I'm just building my confidence up. All right, let me have this.
Hey, I mean, hey, you look good in it, you know?
Thanks, baby.
Not saying it. Don't make it uncomfortable now, you know? Hey, how's it? Recently you just started a whole new podcast, right?
Yeah. We recorded our first episode, but we did it with behind green screen, and we didn't like it. I don't know. So
Why it seemed like too like
outdated or something.
like 2002.
Yeah, like I don't even know why we decided to do that at first. I don't know, but we're gonna shoot the next one. We're gonna start in the second week of August, but it's called The Collectors Strike Back. So it's me and Manny Maldonado, and then we just kind of show our collection, talk about toys, do some unboxings, stuff like that. We went to Frankenstein's, we filmed some B-roll stuff.
He's trying to compete with Ryan.
Yeah.
He loves collecting shit. I mean,
Obviously, all the stuff you have on there, I'm like, dude, some of that vintage stuff we're looking too.
So you
Yeah.
collect like
Is that the
action figures?
cantina? You have is that right there, the cantina?
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you, Edwin. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan. I literally have not watched maybe more than 2 of the movies. I watched the one with the best looking villain ever, and then I watched the first
What
one.
does that mean?
Darth Maul.
Aren't you a little
The
sad?
sexiest villain?
Aren't you a little sad you're not into Star Wars? Because I don't like Star Wars either. I can't get into it. But I am sad because I watch you guys do it. I'm like, man, I wish I could love it like
You know why I'm not sad is because I already know how excited I get over Pokemon and collecting shit like that, like, you know, with the cards. So I'm like, Star Wars has way too much shit. It's been around longer than Pokemon, where like if I bought everything that was like, oh, this Star Wars thing, bro, like, holy shit.
Yeah.
But you should still be able to appreciate. You don't gotta buy everything.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I told you I want a
don't
Baby Yoda
appreciate
as
it
a
at all.
pet, but it's like, or like, you know what I mean? Or something like that. Like, there's certain things where I was like, oh, that's cute. I don't know exactly the lore behind it. Like, the Chewbacca is always going to be cool looking and shit like that. But I just can't keep up with it,
I know
bro.
why I
Like,
don't like it. I remember why I don't like it. I remember being a
because
little
nobody
kid.
fucks.
No. No, you're a moron. It's a kids movie to start off. That's not what it thought.
It's not a kids movie.
Yeah, it is. It starts off. I mean, it's PG-13. It's a kids movie. None of them are rated R.
No, that's not a kids
Huh?
movie, dude.
Huh?
It's not a kids movie.
Yeah,
Listen to the film.
yeah, PG-13. I was always allowed to watch PG-13 movies. There was never a restriction.
Okay, those are your parents' rules, though. Parental guardian.
But anyways, that wasn't the point. The point was, like, I remember as a little kid watching it on TV, and I think I didn't get it because, like, they never made sense how they do them backwards.
They don't do them
Six.
backwards.
Yeah,
They do the middle, then they did the prequels, and then they
Okay, well, even more
finished
confusing.
everything.
Even
It's
more
like a Pulp
confusing.
Fiction. It's like a Pulp Fiction, man.
Yeah, I was said even more confused. That's why I never got it. I remember being a little kid and trying to watch it. I was like, what's going on? I don't get none of this.
Well, they also do name the movies in numerical order. So it's like if you're watching it from when it was made, then it's going to be all jumbled. But if you follow Star Wars Episode 1, Phantom Menace, Star Wars Episode 2, Attack
Like,
of the
now it makes
Clones.
sense. Now it probably makes sense.
Yeah,
if I
don't you
watch
get
it.
hard over Star Wars?
Yeah.
Dude, all the time.
Yeah, he's another
tattoos.
Star Wars.
Yeah,
Man.
I have a Millennium Falcon tattoo.
Yeah, see,
But
yeah.
I mean, I like Star Wars, but I haven't been keeping up with a lot of it. It's one of those. It's kind of like with Marvel. There's just an abundance of material now, and I want to get caught up on some of it, like the Clone Wars and stuff like that. But I'm not. I don't need to know everything about it. That's how I feel like Marvel movies. Like I'm excited about Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah,
but,
that's coming
like,
out, right?
Yeah,
A couple of days. I think.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Today. It came out today.
Oh, I guess yeah.
I got a hard on over it too, but I'm Asian, so you can't tell. I can walk around in public still and be like, "Oh, I like Star Wars," and have a boner about everything.
Yo, so you've been married before, and you actually dated. What is it like? She was a dancer, or she's a what is it? Adult actress.
My wife or ex-wife, or soon to be, right? We're still going through the divorce.
How long
so
does a divorce take?
it takes a long time when you procrastinate. So but we've actually been a lot cooler now that we're like separated and stuff like that. But before we got married, she was a stripper, but I didn't know her back then. So when we got together, she was already not doing it, So I got in my mind, I was like, all right, I can handle that. Someone that used to be can't hold someone, at fault for what they did in the past,
But like you're like you're like Star Wars, bro. Like I think you're a wholesome guy. You're like Star Wars. You do comedy. How did the connection with somebody like that? That's just I don't know, man. My interaction with a lot of like sex workers that are out there, like they're not into Pokemon and shit that I like. They're into like, hey man, spit in my mouth and fucking do all this crazy shit. So you're just
That's why I was saying, because dude, she's fine, It's probably one of the hottest chicks I've ever been with in my life, and she's hot. It's like fuck. And then if you're like a nerd like we are, and you got that chick, you're like super.
yeah.
nerd
You're
of all of them.
you're like, oh, I didn't expect you to have this.
I give hope. I give hope to all the other nerds out there. Like, damn, you could still get a fine chick,
You were like the guy on Big Bang Theory.
right? That's like,
Yeah, because one of them hooks up with Penny, right?
Yeah. It's his girlfriend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one
it's like-
eventually.
Yeah.
They do the will, they won't, they, and then they finally move on with that.
Yeah, they ruin it when they do that. You gotta just let it happen. Yeah, but so how did you even like get that girl's attention, bro? Like you just like, yo, you like Star Wars too?
no, it's when you do stand up comedy, you have like superpowers. Like an hour and a half after the show. After that, it disappears, and it's only like 100 yards from the venue. But I did a show at I think it was Pachanga Casino or something. She showed up there with her boyfriend at the time, and that's where first time I met her at a meet and greet. And then we just started connecting a little bit through social media, and then
You killed though. You killed that.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
enough to get married and divorce and fucking have a fucked up life.
You wish you wouldn't have killed.
Yeah, I
You
wish
were
I
like,
would've
"Damn,
bombed
I
her."
shouldn't have killed. I could've used the old jokes.
Yeah. See what happens when you kill. But I don't regret anything. I have a beautiful daughter. She's 9 years old.
Oh, you had a baby with her?
Yeah, that's the reason why we got married. I mean, if you look back at it, it's like, I don't know why, but I guess a Catholic upbringing and stuff like that, you get your girlfriend pregnant and you just got to marry her. But I think realistically, if that happened to my daughter, I would tell her she doesn't have to get married right away. If that, you know what I mean? Just, you got to wait till you know what really love is and stuff like that. But,
Would you get remarried?
to her?
No, to anybody. That's how the
I don't know.
question. Was that shit rough? I mean, you're just going through it, but I mean, everyone kind of.
Not thinking about that right now.
No, this is going to sound real gay. But after being married and going through what I went through, I don't even have the energy, or I don't even feel like talking to girls right now. Like, you mean like, if I'm going to like have sex with this person, you got to talk to her for like an hour, 2 hours, 3, and then talk to her afterwards too. Like, I don't know. To me, it's like, I should just got to hook her maybe. I just don't feel like committing myself to doing all that work.
You're like a great dad. Like, honestly, you post your daughter a lot here and there, and you're always like at SeaWorld.
Yeah, we do things, of course, right?
So you're busy with your daughter, so I'm sure, like, and I mean, girlfriends, they take up like all the time.
I think I got selfish now that I have been separated for 2 years, and I feel like I could do whatever I want, so I choose not to like. I don't want to go out to a club and try to find someone this and that. You know what I mean? I'd rather do things I like collecting toys. We're starting this podcast now, and then spending time with my daughter. She made me this bracelet, so she's always on my mind. And anything I do to help out her mom, it's really not helping out her mom, but it's helping out my daughter. Yeah. So that way, I don't feel bad if I have to give them money or help with whatever. Even though she's making more money than I am right now because she's doing OnlyFans, so she's killing it, I said, why don't you give me some money? But it's all good. We both have the focus of our daughter is the number one priority, so it's like,
I mean, like, bro, like, I understand where you're coming from, where you're like, all right, if it didn't work out, fuck, that's a lot of work. I don't want to do it no more. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of foods that shit happens, bro. They're just
but then, like, I mean, then you just want to, like, be at the fucking old people's home by yourself? That also, like, now I'm like, the Notebook don't sound bad either.
Well, you think your wife's not gonna die? Like, well, you think your wife or you are not gonna die, bro? Like,
but then that's that.
You got a Notebook in, and you guys are gonna die together at the same time? Like, no, fool, somebody's gonna die first.
Yeah, and you help them out before they help you out. That's the point.
I mean, I see both sides because I'm definitely.
That shit sucks, dude. I don't know. I see old people that are lonely, like really lonely, or like, not that their wife died, because that's different. Your wife dies, that sucks. No, I've seen folks that get divorced. I'm like, oh, dude, I'm gonna be a bachelor my whole life. I'm like, it don't end too great, dude.
But it doesn't end great the other way too. Have you ever seen a couple that's been married forever? The man he's just defeated.
Yeah, the man
just yes, dear, or whatever. Like
I do get what he means. Like, literally, where he has there's no independent thoughts.
No more balls anymore.
There's no more. Yeah, he's drained, bro. Like, he's literally just a walking like pudding with a heart. Yeah, that can happen too, bro. You see those like old. And again, fool, like, getting old sucks. Do you want to get old? How old do you want to get to be?
I'm cool right now at 31. Let's stop.
Cap?
Stop.
Holy
Cap.
shit.
Cap. I would be cool at 25, but I'm cool right now. Like, if they said stop at 31, I'm cool.
You like, no, but I'm saying, like, you don't have an age where you're like, I don't want to be past 75.
Yeah, probably 70. No, but with this technology and fucking Elon Musk, probably 100.
You want to live to be 100?
We'll be able to probably live.
Well, my grandma was 99 and she hated every day, bro.
It's quality of life at the end, right? Is it worth it?
I mean, she had she didn't have to do nothing. Like, my mom did everything for her. Like, she had everything paid for. Like, nothing. Like, literally, you just living it, lady. Just watch your talk show and just take your medicine. But like, it was still enough for her to bitch about it. May she rest in peace. But it just, it's just like.
Okay. You lived with your grandma for a cool minute. At what age do you think she was over it? Where she's like, all right, that's it. Like, I don't really need
92.
That's the number.
Like, that's still deep in there, dude.
Like, in 92, like, I just literally saw that she was like, oh, I can't do this no more. Fuck. And she like realized it. She's like, I'm gonna fall if I do this. But like, I'm for sure gonna say she was over it at 85. 85. Like 85. She was like, well, I wouldn't be mad if I went out tonight. Like, I feel like she would say shit like
every
that.
night. She said,
yeah, like I feel like at some point, like, when you're that old, you're like, I wouldn't be.
That's a lot of years. That's a lot of nights to just be like.
Well, you don't think old people think like that, bro? Like, you don't think there's like old person? You're like, you're losing your hearing, your fucking legs fucked up. You're like,
well,
like nobody comes visit you again. Yeah, that'd be Rock. He's that old person. He's like, well, I woke up again.
Here we go.
No, how would he say it as an old person? I woke up again.
I woke up again.
Yes. Rock with his fucking walker. Come on, squirrel.
See, at that point, then I'm not hating Canada and that like a suicide.
A
suicide.
Yeah, that. But that don't sound
It's
too
an
bad either.
English
Would you do that?
Sucio.
Huh?
Would you end up taking that then if you were at that age where you're like,
Only
I'm
if
done?
you had like cancer that was like really bad, where you're just like, oh man, I'm having really bad pain, and you just can't, because like Edwin said, it's quality of life over everything, bro. Like that's the thing. Like have you ever been into a retirement home?
Like once or twice.
There's
but I was
there's
very- I was
only
a kid,
two
though.
different kinds of people in there. There's those people that are waiting for them to fucking die at any moment, and they want to wait. They can't wait till they die. And they're those people that every day is like an adventure for them, bro. They do finger painting. They fucking do it. They're just happy,
They're
bro.
FaceTiming their grandsons 24/7.
Yeah, they're just happy, bro. Like I see that shit all the time when I drive past this retirement center by my house.
That's hilarious.
And I see them when they're out there. You know, you have to go early because past 8 it's just dark. You know, like the whole facility's
It's
dark.
early bedtime.
Fool,
They're up early though, huh?
Fool, they're having dinner at 4:30.
Right.
Like I've driven past there when I leave the Green Thumb show.
Supper.
That's where he gets his dinner.
No, because you see you see all the tables with Jello next to the plate.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, that's dinner. You know, I'm like, yeah, like every hospital will
Well,
give
this
you.
sounds fucked up, but like, not at one point did you or your mom were like, hey, like we can get a good one, like a good.
Oh yeah,
old
like
people's home.
I mean, not to sound fucked up, but yeah, towards the end when like it became a really big like. Not a burden, but just like taking care of an older person is a
All
lot.
day, it's 24/7,
When they're sick,
yeah.
like it'll take your toll of you if you don't have a way to deal with that stress. So like I did see like the mental strain it started to take on my mom, and then to the point where she was like considering, she's like, fuck, I gotta call a retirement home or something.
How much
or she
is it?
thought about it.
How much is it a month?
It never got that far for us to look into
What
it.
you
but
think? I mean, I can look it up right now. What you think is like a good?
if you
home
want
for,
if you
like,
want them to live good, you're gonna pay 7 to 10 bands a month.
Damn.
Easily. All the money you saved up for to retire and stuff like that, it's gonna go to that.
It's gonna be like, and if you want them to be okay, you're looking at like $2,500 a month.
You said she lived to 99.
Yeah, my grandma lived to 99.
So this happened when she was there. You said like 85. You felt so she lived another 15 years of
Yeah.
that kind of not good quality.
Yeah,
of a
no,
life,
what she.
but-
It's not that it wasn't
Wait,
good
wait,
quality.
wait.
It's just that I know that deep down inside she was like, my mom died when I was 13. I had to cross the border. My husband shit didn't work out. Like she was just a lot of things that she was just like, man, fuck this, bro. Like just let me
Yeah.
start over. Like,
What did you say it was?
huh?
How much did you say it was?
Like 7 to 10 bands for a good one a month.
Yeah.
You know how I know, bro?
The average cost
Nah,
of assisted
bro.
living in California
Fool.
is $6,200 a month. However,
You wanna
based
know-
on the region or state, the average monthly cost ranges from $3,000 to 10 bands.
Thank you.
I'm
You want to
fucked.
know how I know? I used to this is how I've always been a businessman, bro. I got my internship first when I was in this Academy of Finance shit in high school, and I took a business internship with this AIG Financial Advisors, but it was an independent person that worked at home, bro, like COVID shit, right? He had his home office on Alpha Lapeer Drive. His name was Aaron Martinez, bro. He used to handle like $1 million accounts for like old people, dog, and you would see all this kind of shit, bro. Like you would see all this kind of fucking shit, like all this old people shit, like what you're talking to them about, and it's just like it's a sad. It's some of it's sad and some of it's good, bro. But the people with, remember what I told you about my neighbor? Yeah. That shit was crazy, bro. Like that shit is wild. Like why do you want to be that old and holding on to that much money? Like if you just never enjoyed it, that shit would suck.
Straight up hoarding.
Bro, there was this rich guy that my uncle used to work for.
The hooker uncle?
No, fool, I have so many uncles.
The priest uncle.
Yeah, the priest uncle, the hooker uncle.
One of my uncles that used to
The
own a
prunkle?
lawnmower, he used to own a lawnmower. Yeah, one of my
The lawnmower man?
One of my Mexican uncles. He used to cut the lawn for these big ass apartments. And I guess the guy that owns the apartment was super rich, but he hated life. And I guess he tried to take himself out. And he shot himself with the gun, but at the end, like he regretted it, or the blast was too much. So he kind of pussied out, and he hit the wrong side of his head, and all he became was like kind of like
Vegetable?
So he has to get assisted living, but he was so rich that they could afford it. So this fool just lived.
At
his
that
whole-
point, bro, you don't think his family members, when he's in the hospital, they're just like,
they can't kill him.
blink twice if you want me to put the pillow
Right.
on your face.
They can't kill him.
Don't blink if you want. You know what I mean? Like,
He's all.
yeah, bro. Like,
What I learned from that is if you're gonna do it, just put it in.
all right.
That's the lesson you learned from all that.
Yeah, you
How to
stop
kill yourself
long and
correctly.
hard about this.
miss. Miss.
Never getting
Dog,
monetized.
that shit is great. Like,
That's what I learned from it. And it's so true.
You gotta suck
bro,
it.
If you pussy out last minute and you don't get what you're supposed to get, now it's worse.
okay, have you assisted? Like, if you're gonna get assisted taken out, right? Like assisted, like death. How do you think it should be
sewer.
done, bro? Like, you think they should just give you like a bunch of fent? Cause fool,
pods, they give you
no, but
medicine.
who was it yesterday? The homegirl, the anesthesia, she was like, yeah, they gave me fent, and that shit.
I love that
felt-
you keep calling her anesthesia.
Yeah, okay, Anastasia.
Anesthesia?
Yeah, but anyways, the homegirl that was here yesterday, she said, yeah, they gave me fentanyl, and that shit felt bomb. Remember she said that? So and I was just like, imagine, bro, that was just a little bit of fent they gave her, bro. Like, imagine the people that get hooked, that feeling they must get. Like, if that's assisted suicide, they probably could just give you like one full shot of fent. Like, just you probably just achieve nirvana. Like, just
I mean, that does probably sound like the best way to, be assisted.
because you don't want to like get like pushed off of like a cliff or something.
No.
Why would you want? No, that would be so terrible. I'm so afraid of heights. That would be the most miserable last few moments.
You want to die jizzing. That's how you want to die. Like,
no.
You remember?
fucking busting a nut.
Because
Heart attack.
Because what if like you bust like you die right before you go out and then you're just edging in your last moments. like you're just edging and you're like, oh man, I'm gonna get to heaven horny.
You're like the edge of death.
Yeah, but oh damn.
You guys remember the show 1,000 Ways to Die
Yeah.
on TNT?
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you guys ever got to episode 1. Episode 1 was a guy having sex with someone, and when he climaxed, he died.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he had a heart attack.
They got a movie about that too, where a girl's like in a cabin with her husband, and they get kinky and like tie her up, and then while they're having sex, he has a heart attack and
she
dies
dies
on
too?
her. No, she survives.
Oh, she survives? Oh, I thought
It's a crazy movie. There's a different like twist to it, but it's like
don't say it. I might want to. Yes, it sounds.
nah, it's good. You should definitely see it. But it's just like yeah, like that specific scenario though, like holy shit. I don't know. Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to go out that way.
I want to die though jizzing. I don't want to have the heart attack afterwards. Like I want to die right when I jizz. I want to die.
You know what?
I don't
David-
want you because if you have a heart attack afterwards, that's the last thing on your mind. Is,
You think there's
fuck, I'm dying.
You think
David,
there's ever been like a death baby where it's like you're like like your parents were fucking
Oh,
and then
God, that's
you
morbid.
like you fucking die like in the middle of fucking, but like the jizz obviously stayed in the mom. The mom survived and the baby was born, but then like it just like goes.
It's like a
God.
race.
That's a movie,
passing
dude.
the baton.
That's a movie, jizz
My
baby.
God.
Jizz baby.
Jizz baby. They're all technically jizz babies.
What does Steph don't say?
Huh?
What does Steph don't say?
If you're thinking about it, it's been done. What is it? What's that meme? He's like, what is it? What is it? Children are, what is it? Pet sperm. Like you get to keep. Like it's just grown up sperm.
Jesus
Chia
Christ.
pet.
It's just
little
your
grown-up
sperm
chia
all
pet.
grown up.
Little grown chia pet.
Jizzapet.
Imagine if because you know you
Jizza.
because
I
you know
wanted one of those, so not that one, but the
I wanted one of those so bad.
Not that jizz one.
I wanted
I really wanted one of those
bad when I was
jizz
growing
No,
up.
'cause
You
like-
wanted a chia pet?
you know wait because
No.
they say when you jizz like it's a lot of people like humans you could populate a whole continent, right?
Do not come.
Supposedly, right? Like they said, like imagine if all of those like hit, like all of them were green light food. Imagine how many people you create.
No, you can only have 8. Octomon had 8. That's the most.
That's that we know of.
That's the most. Well, her body, it wasn't, but the body can't. Have you seen a picture of that thing? Thing looks gross, bro. She got like 8 babies.
Her vagina?
Carries it around.
I'm sure that
No, her
got
belly.
hurt
Octomon.
too,
The
but-
Octomon. She
Yeah,
was like
you
the
ever
whole
seen what
thing.
she looked like?
Bro, it's not natural.
Yeah. Send it so that everybody watching can see it. But yeah, that looked painful. Like you said, that wasn't natural. Like she had that done
She
intentionally.
was trying to have like
Twins.
Did all the
yeah,
babies
she
come
couldn't
out
have babies,
preemie?
so she had like what do they call that?
Are those kids 18? now?
Fake
Injections.
insemination or whatever that is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are those kids like old now?
Yeah, they're like grown. Like
Like at least 15. Yeah, because that show came out a while ago.
he's gonna check this out, bro.
Oh my God. We're not gonna.
Yeah, dude, that is like. Oh,
look at the
no.
babies. That's way too many babies.
Damn.
That just looks.
Look at that.
That looks like it hurts so bad.
That does not look like that's 8 babies in there, dude. And she already had like 2, I think. So she had like 10. And then what's crazy is, you know, the maniacs out there. I think like she got hit up by like a bunch of porn companies. Hit her up like, yo,
Okay,
do
but
a
like-
porno after you're done.
Like the way she ended up, the way she ended up with those 8 babies, like that was one guy that came in her.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Artificial insemination.
I was about to be like, how much did he come? Like,
Well,
you know,
that's
like
what you're talking
for
about.
8 fucking babies.
I'm gonna come.
That's what I'm saying. That's 8 babies, bro.
Okay, so who's the dad?
They don't know. It was fake insemination, bro.
There's 8 fools. That's 8 different dads.
No, that's one dude. One dude.
One person-
One
one person's
sperm donor.
sperm.
One
One
sperm
donor,
donor.
yeah.
You can be a sperm donor, and they don't even know. They don't tell you. I don't know how the rules are.
Wait, so she doesn't have a partner?
No, it's
Nobody
artificial
got
insemination.
nobody got to fuck her.
Well, I'm sure somebody at
that
some point
happens,
did.
but that happens a lot with fake inseminations because they always end up with twins or triplets because they're fucking experimenting. You're literally playing God technically.
They're really talking about hit me with your best shot.
God, what a horror, man! That is some just horrible luck, man. Being a single parent and having 8
niños, dude.
octuplets.
pretty voluntary.
Yeah,
sometimes your
she
dad-
asked for 8.
Was she damaged goods though? Like, was she like, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know.
You know how like remember
She
Chris?
got a
children.
TV show.
Remember
She
when
could
Christopher?
bounce
He
back.
was like, I would have never dated you if I know you was damaged goods. Then he like slapped her. I was like, damn, that was sad. Sopranos.
What was? Oh, I need to still watch that show.
And he was like, "How dare you, Christopher?" Like, yo, that was sad, bro.
He killed the dog because he was on heroin.
Yeah.
Oh, like how fucked up do you have to be to sit on a dog?
I always thought Razdude was on heroin. Now that he's gone for like 5 years, I was like, yo.
He did do alley reviews. He kicked it here with you guys and did alley reviews.
For a while, like if you know somebody that's like constantly falling asleep, bro, like there is not a doubt in my mind that you're gonna consider that, like, hey, they might be on like heroin, you know, maybe injecting their toes, you know. Have you ever met somebody on heroin?
No, not heroin.
I'm all falling asleep. Like,
That's a hell of an addiction, though. I've known like what is it? When I used to work at a car dealership at one point when I was in college. There used to be this like Filipino guy who used to come hang out with the mechanic, and the mechanic used to smoke crystal, but the Filipino guy used to quote unquote help him with the cars. But after he shot up, nothing would happen. He'd just be like just sleeping on this like car seat for a while, bro. Like I'm just like, did he just call this guy? He just. And then then like literally they would like, I'm like, yo, you think like the business owner is that stupid that like he doesn't know that you guys are just fucking doped up here, bro? But they fix cars though.
In their free time.
Hey, like who what do you think is the profession that uses the most drugs? We can look it up right now. Ray can look it up right now, but let's all take a guess. Drug dealers.
I'd say-
Fool, drug dealers are probably like, I know a lot of drug dealers that sold coke and sold a lot of shit that never fucking worked. Like a lot of them, I want to say 70% of them, they never used their own shit or they never used drugs. Period.
No, I would say the kitchen.
Oh, like people that work
Cooks?
like in a restaurant.
I used to work at the kitchen, bro. These fools were always coked out, and these fools always had 3 jobs because they were Mexican and they had like 3 kids and 4 kids, and they was always on a sick one. Break.
Okay, so you say
I was
cook.
gonna say
Cook.
sex workers.
Oh yeah, that's already illegal and illegal. Doesn't really count.
Alcohol and like a bunch of coke, I would imagine. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Too.
Poppers.
I'm gonna say like construction workers.
I was gonna say that.
Oh.
Yeah, like construction workers, like they're either tweak, fucking coke, like dámelo way. They're like, you know what I mean? Like they're eating the fucking lunch their wife fucking cooked for them, and like you know, a la fuerza, you know, because they're on coke. They're just having to eat it just to like suffice to make up for it. What does it say? Who's the worker that uses the most drugs?
DJs at a strip club.
Huh?
It's a varied answer.
Oh, it's a varied answer.
What are some of the categories?
You gotta be like a little bit more specific.
Uses the
Or like
most-
which drug?
Oh shit! All right, here it is. I found a list. The top 10 jobs with the highest rate of drug abuse.
All right, let's go.
Oh, Amazon workers. I forgot that one. Like warehouse workers.
Hey, this is bad. fool.
Warehouse workers were.
Dog,
always
this
on a
is
sick
bad. Some of the people that are on this list should not be on here.
All right, let's hear it. All right,
All right,
starting.
all right. Top
Number 10.
Top 10 jobs with the highest addiction rates. Number 1, mining, quarrying, and oil workers. I can see that.
Oh yeah, they get off work and they just want to fucking forget everything.
Yeah. And that's in like those little like.
You don't think those fools are like, I got 2 kids at home. Hope I die.
It's in the middle of the country.
Never had to fuck like
Nothing
all
to
the
do.
dudes in the oil rig fuck the same hooker. You know what I mean? Like, because that's the only one in town. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, bro. For sure, you're gonna want to do heroin after that. All right, that's number 1. Number 2, ding, 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 construction workers.
All
bro.
right, there it is.
Like, damn, construction workers for sure. 90% of construction workers are male, and meaning they are more likely to use drugs and alcohol subsequent. What is it? Pronounce this word, Rob.
Subsequently.
Yeah, subsequently develop an addiction. Hey, I've been on fucking.
Subsequently, he didn't.
I've been on
You're a
fucking acid
CSUN
the whole fucking
graduate.
day, bro. All
You're a
right.
CSUN graduate. CSUN refund?
Yeah, an
Get that
American
shit, dog.
CSUN graduate.
Dog, get that
An
refund.
American CSUN graduate. Get it correct, bro. Legal too.
You can't pronounce an American word. Wow.
Yeah, that's why I have American friends to help me out. That's what Americans do, bro.
That's how American was. He didn't even fucking have to look over. He already knew what fucking
He's
word
white,
it
bro.
was.
He just
said it.
that's the closest thing to adversity he's ever had to face. A tough word. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Like number 3.
Words are hard.
Mom used to hit him when he misspelled the fucking word. It's
Say you love Jesus. All right, number 3. You're wrong. You're right, Xavier. Restaurant and food service workers.
Yeah.
No wonder your burgers be coming out all fucked up when you order like late at the drive-thru. That fool's all coked out, man. Fuck you. He's like, fuck your McDouble. I swear, there's been some times, bro, when I would order all late. I'm like, this fool smashed it.
Yeah.
He like, you know, I'm like, he's probably like just mad. It just was like, man, fuck you. All having fun. 35 stuck in McDonald's.
He knows that you've been punching bread.
Hey, now that I think about it, on that list, we should be up there, podcasters.
Hey,
I've never not done my job not fucking high.
number 4. You're right. Which brings me to number 4. Arts, entertainment, and recreational fields.
I feeling I was being left out. I was like, wait a minute, why the fuck am I not on this
That's DJ, comedians, nuts, and fucking.
That's number 4.
That's number 4, dog. Yeah, it says, unfortunately, creative spaces like art, music, and entertainment have a long-standing association with drugs and alcohol abuse. More than 14% of people in the arts entertainment industry reported illicit drug use in the last 30 days. Nearly 12% reported in the last month with alcohol abuse. Yeah, bro. That's why all your favorite actress or aspiring actresses, they always try to like book them and put them to work when they're hot because they know the stresses of Hollywood will make a white girl age like a banana fast as fuck.
Jeez.
Like that alcohol will fucking put you through the ringer, bro.
Alcohol and drugs, right?
Nah, the alcohol will damage a girl, bro. Like alcohol will for sure. Like you can tell when a girl drinks a lot, bro.
Damage
Especially being in the
dudes,
comedy
too.
scene, you can see, bro. You're just like, hey, man, what's going on?
Right.
Talking about
Like those are
Comedy
like
scene.
are those wrinkles or creases, bitch? You know what I mean? Like what's going on, bro?
I was gonna ask you, how was being a resident out there in Vegas for a while?
It was cool, man. I did it for like a decade, man. 10
I
years.
know. Like, did you see the difference? Did you see?
See the dark side of Vegas.
Yeah. Did you see? Yeah. Everyone says there's a dark side of Vegas. To me, it all sounds fun.
Everyone
Me and him,
knows
let's
there's
go
a
to
dark side
jams.
of Vegas.
Let's go to EDC. Does it get boring? Does it get old? You're like, ah.
I mean, for me to last there for that long, I wasn't partaking in a lot of those activities. Like,
Do most people don't? Is that what I mean? Like, do people just kind of?
it's kind of like Disneyland. When you live so close here, your cousins in the Philippines are like, "Fuck, you're lucky. You gotta go to Disneyland." It's
You
right
know
there."
Mickey.
Yeah, but you never go really unless you have family come in town. Then you go over there. Like, so I stayed away. But the club I worked at, there was a back entrance to the parking lot, so I didn't even have to walk through the casino. So it was just like a Terminator hallway when he was going through there like that. It was just like that to get to the club. So
What about the first year you got there? You weren't like, oh fuck yeah, I'm a resident in Vegas. Like I'm gonna party it up. Were you already married at the time?
yeah, I was married and that's
okay,
why I
okay.
got married and then I got the residency happen right there. So I wasn't even in party mode or nothing like that. I was just about trying to get this hustle on and trying to provide for my family. So I didn't experience Vegas in that manner, you know.
You said 10 years. Like was so that when did you start? How long ago was that?
2014.
Were there still Elvis impersonators when you were there?
There was some, but not like now. It's almost nothing in Vegas.
I
If you would've
know.
told me 10 years ago that the marquees on Vegas are going to be DJs and chefs, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? But now it's not even like, on the marquees and other buildings. It's all like chefs from the Food Network and stuff like that. And
Guy Fieri restaurants.
And DJs are getting paid bank. Like,
how'd you, like, I mean, obviously, I know you've done the work, but what got you that Vegas residency? Was it a show, like one of your specials that someone saw? Because, I mean, what was it?
I was just fortunate that the guys at LA Comedy Club, Matt and Joaquin, they were running they had their club, LA Comedy Club, so they had this venue open up, and then they were looking to get a resident because they didn't want to keep booking fools or whatever like that. So I was fortunate enough for them to throw it my way. It wasn't like I did anything spectacular, but I think my body of work up until
that's
point,
why I said you learned it before, but I thought there was a specific thing
like
where they saw, like.
I think it was just an opportunity that presented itself. It wasn't like anything special, but it was like, for me, shoot. Opportunity. I think first Filipino resident headliner on the Strip of Vegas. Like,
Rats.
damn, like that's something to be happy about. I accomplished, So
Hell yeah.
but it was cool. It was a nice run. But a lot of the people that were watching were older people from all over the world. Some of them like first time comedy shows. So it wasn't like they were drawn to see me. It was just a show, and it was I got to experience it. Like, it's different from when you go do club in LA. It's bumping, But when you're doing a show to 200 old people, it's a whole different vibe, You got your comedy has to be universal and funny for everyone to see it from here to Australia.
How long did it take you to get that muscle right? Because I mean, you used to do comedy clubs like George, like those little ones, and then you got.
Yeah, I was into comedy for like 20 years before I got to do my residency. So, yeah, that's where I learned my chops and stuff like that. 20 years of grinding.
Now, the next thing I wanted to ask you is because there was some controversy going around not too long ago, but a lot of people have, and Xavier gets mad at me because he's like, how can you say that you like somebody like Carlos Mencia and all this stuff? And I thought the shit was funny to me. I'm like, and I tell Xavier, he was like, well, whatever, that's you. And I'm like, whatever. I do believe that shit was wrong, but you've been a victim of some kind of bullshit like that, where like people have accused Joe Coy of stealing your jokes, bro, and all this stuff. And how do you, like, have you, like, I mean, obviously you've spoken about it a few times, but like, where does that currently stand? Like, how do you deal with something like that, especially because you can't like trademark a joke, or can you?
That's tough. I mean, they say when you start comedy that you're getting better when people start lifting your stuff or taking your material. So, they tell you be prepared. It's going to happen, so that means you're on the right track. So just as a writer, you have to just write more jokes and don't get mad. But when it happens that way and he does it and then he's Filipino and then he's getting all that, it's like, it's hard not to be like, upset about it. But it's almost one of those things. What can I do? I just got to keep working at my stuff. And I can't compare myself. Like they say, you can't compare yourself to other people in the year's progress of work. You got to look back and say, you can't be like, this guy did this. What did I do? Like, you kill yourself that way. You got to compare yourself to what you did last year and what you did this year. Like, compare yourself to yourself,
That's very important that you bring that up, bro, because especially in the era we live in today, it's very easy to compare ourselves to others when your algorithm knows exactly what career lane you're in, exactly knows what to show you your interests are. So it's going to know how to trigger certain emotions, bro. Like, your algorithm will know, like, it will test your shit, bro. It'll be like, oh, I'm going to show this on your feed right now. You know what I mean? And at certain moments where it's not like, this shit thinks for itself, bro. So
right.
Well, not only that, but it's also, you're only ever posting your highlights. You're not posting your day to day. You're posting like when you're doing cool shit, so people see that.
I don't know. Rock lets us know whenever he has anxiety.
I messaged. That was one time.
I messaged
a couple times where I got a text. He was when I was like,
I'm like,
check on this.
Who's
fool?
calling Rock first?
Yeah. Someone needs to call Rock and make sure he's all right.
Do a wellness check on Rock.
Because then if we all do it, then it's too suspicious. You know what I mean?
I mean,
we all can't come in all hot. So it's,
hey, are you okay? Just do it. Everybody in the group chat all at once. Just,
everybody's
okay,
like,
Rock.
Hey, are you okay? And then it's like me and my non-conspicuous message is like, hey, what's up, Rock?
Hey, are you
at the
okay?
same time.
Hope you're having a good day. Like, why are you texting me that?
You're never this nice. Fuck you.
Fuck you, Rock. Have a good day.
Hey, Edwin, I've never asked you this. Would you ever sell a joke? Has anyone tried to buy a joke?
Can you do that? Like a car?
For a while.
Yeah, you can sell a joke.
Have you?
I haven't sold a joke, but I've written jokes for people and just given to them. But I would do it if someone was offering me to. I don't know if it'd be one of my jokes, maybe me writing a joke for them. But sometimes they do that if they like your joke. Like, I'll buy that joke off of you. It's like, wow, that's wild. But
because I could like the other day I have this cholo joke and then I heard someone do another.
Unless
cholo
you're doing
joke,
black comedy,
and I
that's
was like,
my joke.
Man, that shit would work perfectly with mine. You know, I was like, that shit would work perfectly with mine. And I didn't think about buying it, but I was like, I could see how if it's a thing I don't even know. I was like, I could see someone like, yo, how much for that shit? But I've never, like I said, it's not even a thing anymore. I don't know if it's still done.
you know where a lot of pressure of stealing jokes comes from? Is when you do your first hour, they want your next hour
Right away.
in a year or so, right?
Yeah.
It took you 10 years to get your first hour, and now they want to do another one in a year. Like, so there's pressure. You start putting together all the stuff you can, but you got to fill it with spots and spaces. And
Is that why you think like somebody like
It's a
Eddie?
pressure.
Is that why you think people like Eddie Murphy have like stayed away from the scene for so long, because he knows that nobody knows how long it took this motherfucker to do Delirious or you know the other specials that he did. They were so good, but you said it takes you 10 years, right, to get that first hour. So maybe he saw the pressures. He's like, fuck that. Y'all gonna want to play me out. And maybe like when you play that scenario, maybe you start thinking about like maybe that's why Dave Chappelle was like, fuck that. Like I'm at the top right now, or why they're gonna want to like rinse me dry, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think that you have a very good point with that.
Yeah, that's wild. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, like they're gonna play you out, bro.
yeah, and a lot of times it's like, you know,
He's 100% right on that. Sometimes have you ever seen like you come in on Monday, oh man, did you check out such and such new special? That's sick. And then by Friday you're like, yeah, I'm kind of tired of seeing the clips everywhere. Cause everybody like that full press run is almost forced, bro. Everybody wants it to be at the same time. When it's organic, it'll do numbers all year round. Maybe on May it's doing 1,000. Maybe in June it does 2,000, and then it falls back to 500 views in July. You know what I mean? And it goes up and down, but organically it's still moving. But when you do a lot of these forced press runs and you get the algorithm to push it, bro, you play the shit out and nobody gives a shit about it no more. And that's why shit doesn't become timeless no more.
yeah.
I personally think so.
I think you kind of figure out when it's timeless when you get away from when it happened. You know what I mean? It's like the Chappelle show. Like, I think that's a timeless, like, comedy, sketch show. It's one of those. But, like, when you're watching it in the early 2000s.
No, the only reason that's timeless is because everybody watched it. No one's watching everything anymore. Like all of us. Like I'm not watching the same thing he's watching. Back then, we also watched the same shit because it used to be on all at the same time.
Well, I guess my point is, I'm just saying you didn't watch it and be like, "This is timeless. This is going to be
Oh
timeless."
yeah, no, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So
That. Yeah.
I'm sure there's something going on right now that 10 years from now is going to be like, "Oh yeah, that was pretty timeless."
Like memes.
Memes have been around. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah, but memes is like the only thing like right now that everyone. Like,
You know what Joey
watching the
Diaz
same
calls them? He's like, the fucking memes.
The memes.
Yeah, you can fall asleep to it. Memes.
Did you see that meme I sent you online?
But think about Delirious. You watch the whole thing. Was it over an hour?
Yeah.
Right? But nowadays, people see fun. They don't watch specials. They watch your reels. I'm like, oh, and that's only maybe 15, 30 seconds. Your reels are special. I mean, where as far as where it can get out to the broad audience. But back in the days, that's what that was. But now it's different.
Yeah, see,
Who
like
watches a whole hour of anything?
by the time Tommy releases a special, bro, 3 plates, it's just gonna be a DVD filled with like all his reels, bro. Like,
It's just a super
it's gonna be a compilation. It's not gonna be like, it's not even gonna be like a whole fucking, hey, what up? Thank you for coming to my special and all this shit. That's by the time he gets his own special, like you're for sure that's what level it's gonna be at.
His first special is going to be called Greatest Hits.
Yeah.
No, it'd be for reels.
When I was little, greatest times.
I was going to say, I don't know, maybe it does feel like it's worth having that like special out there, though. I do feel like, that
Of course.
it looks like it's an achievement. Like
It
it's
is
a
an
landmark,
achievement. But I'm saying to blow up and get success, you can do it in a reel.
Oh, yeah.
It has just as much power as a special did back in the days. But nowadays, that can turn it for you.
Like you maybe you don't want to tell me, but like, do you know the difference between recording a special back in the day and now? The price is way different, right?
Of course, like with anything, it gets more expensive and the quality and tech of stuff is better. So, But like I was saying, people were more inclined to watch specials back then because that was all there was. Now there's so much content and thing coming in so many different ways that people's attention span. I don't know if you've ever been to a concert. My ex-wife took her daughter to a concert, and the kids only remember the parts that were on TikTok. So that's the part they were like, "Wow, yeah," but it was only like 7 seconds, and then the rest of the concert they're like quiet because they don't even know the whole song. But it's just the stuff that went viral.
Isn't that like bad for society? That sounds like real bad for that generation. Like,
Definitely, I don't know. It
I was watching this thing. No, you know what's crazy? I was watching this TikTok about this teacher complaining about her students, where the students are capturing any of the tension, that she's throwing at them, and she was complaining about like, yeah, we read this book for 6 paragraphs, and these fuckers couldn't tell me the main character.
Dang.
That has happened to me though. I'll watch a movie, and then like I literally will wait till I will not ask because in my head I'm just like,
I can't believe I forgot.
fuck, I can't believe I forgot this person's name, and then somewhere in the middle I'm just like, okay, thank God they said their name. You know what I mean? Like so it'll happen, bro.
That's that right behind you.
Like it'll.
I see that.
That's thanks to all that knowledge that you put in your head.
I was gonna say,
I still figure out who the fuck the main character is, bro. I can always Google it.
I just need a couple of tries, okay? No,
Yeah.
for me, I think whenever I first meet people, I'll immediately hear their name. I will say it, shake their hand, whatever, and it immediately escapes me. I already forget in that first second.
Rock's like,
Me
shake
too.
the hand.
Shake the hand, do a little curtsy.
I know he's like, you get greeted like that, get mad, and kiss your hand.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, dude, you gonna bust a sister act one of these days?
I've done I actually was a nun for Halloween a long time ago.
That movie was crazy. You ever seen Sister Act? No. Whoopi Goldberg.
I
she's
love
a
that
nun.
A long
movie.
time
That's a
ago.
good
I don't
movie.
remember.
It
It's
is
a
like
good
one of those movies where it's just like, who okayed this? Like New Line Cinema. Like there was a lot of cocaine going around that studio. Like they're getting.
Whoopi Goldberg is a nun.
Yeah, she's a nun, and there's a scene. Doesn't Joe Pesci come out in one of them?
I don't know if Joe Pesci is.
Oh, but there's a scene where they're getting chased, and they're being shot at, like at towards the end or something like
In
that.
a casino? Was
Yeah,
it?
yeah. I think it is in the casino or something like that. But I remember seeing that movie as a kid, bro. There's like the 90s were filled with certain movies. Like, are there movies that you look at it now? What are certain movies in this time period where you could be like, fuck, that was just a result of too much money and drugs, or just made? Why'd you make this? Like, what's a movie that, like Sharknado?
Beethoven.
The one with the dog?
Yeah.
A Saint Bernard is a pretty interesting dog. You
You
never
don't like Beethoven?
No, I love that movie. Just, it seems like it might have cost a lot.
I mean, like current movies, like Sharknado. Like, no reason we should have a Sharknado.
I'm still putting my money down on Beethoven.
Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear, I want to see that. Also,
I saw
yeah, I like Elizabeth Banks.
What? Cocaine Bear was solid. You really got sold on that shit? As a former guy who
Listen
enjoyed
to
cocaine
Ray
that much?
As a former bear that enjoyed cocaine,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but,
that's why he's mad.
No, it's just like
Why does that bear get to do coke and I don't?
it's not that. It's just that I'm just like, all right, this whole storyline. It's like they like
way that we're
to
calling him a
get to
bear.
make that Ray Liotta's last film.
shit.
You know what I mean? Like that's the I mean, of course, it's not Cocaine Bear's fault because nobody.
Did
knew
you
it was
see
in
the movie?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, you just don't like it.
How do you know that's Ray's last movie?
It's documented.
Yeah.
He died after that.
Oh, he died. Oh, he died. You know, oh, yeah. Rest.
We're gonna say movies that need to stop or never needed to stop was literally Fast and Furious after 3.
Never stop. No,
After
that's just got to keep
Tokyo
going.
Drift, that was it.
It's gonna be
But
like
you know it was
Holiday,
gonna get worse
Holiday,
when they
Japan
kept
killed
making
it.
movies after Paul Walker died.
Yeah.
Usually when somebody dies in a
Maybe the main
franchise like
character,
that,
not someone, the main.
yeah, one of the
character.
main characters, you're like, all right, bro, let's do R.I.P. and that's it. No more fast cars. But no, these motherfuckers are like, we're gonna fucking make Tyrese. Yeah, bro.
I was about to say it's like The Simpsons, man. That shit's not going anywhere. It's a
well, they're gonna
comfort
keep
show.
predicting the
Another
future.
one. Stop with the Transformers.
Are they making
Stop.
another?
What about Friday the
Hey, Good Luck
13th?
Chuck was good, dude.
Friday the 13th.
All the they started getting crazy after a while. All those some of them like when did he go to the moon or something?
Oh yeah,
Or-
Jason X. I think that one is.
yeah,
See,
yeah, they start
I
getting
like
ridiculous.
horror movies, but I was
That's
gonna
a lot
say
of drugs.
It to me those are just like I don't know, man. You know what you're getting into. It's like, again, it's like The Simpsons. It's a comfort thing. So for me, it's like watching like any of the Jason movies. It's like, you know the tropes.
Right.
You see exactly when it's going to happen. You know what I mean? It's like, it's more just fun to watch. But, yeah, I don't
Would you
know.
say they
Like-
were doing drugs back then?
Oh, for sure.
'Cause they were-
Absolutely.
Like Ghostbusters too. Let it rest. Like straight up, like there was no reason Queen Latifah should have ever been played. Like should have ever been called. Sorry, not Queen Latifah.
Damn.
I'm sorry. There's no reason they should have been like. They should have had the girl version of fucking Ghostbusters, bro.
I talked to somebody about that, and I was like, it's not that like a female Ghostbusters type of movie would have not been good. Like it could have held its own, but the fact that they were just like, it's Ghostbusters, like it cheapens.
Like they're just
everything.
like, what's a good franchise? Let's ruin it.
Just like let's exploit the franchise. In that movie, I feel like if they had just done like a girl ghost hunter group, I feel like it still could have been good.
Girls Ghost Hunter Group. Doesn't go right.
Rolls right off the
okay.
tongue.
Go
wait up.
Girls Hunter
So here's
Group.
the real question.
Hey, Queen Latifah could fuck you up, huh?
That wasn't even Queen Latifah. That was,
I know.
Leslie. Wasn't it Leslie?
Yeah. It was some other like like questionably fat, like almost is she lesbian or not? Chicks. You know.
She's not fat.
Okay. And
Pocket-
I was about to
is,
say,
and-
which one are
but-
you talking about?
Edwin, do you think,
Somebody there was deceiving, and I thought it was Queen Latifah. All right, that's what I'm trying to establish.
I don't know who it is. I don't know actors. But do you think they should stop making Star Wars, any of them? Are you cool with them making more of them? Are you cool with the classics?
I'm
Are
not
you done?
I'm not happy that Disney took over. You know what I mean? George
Yeah.
Lucas must be the most pissed off person on the planet right now to see what Disney. He sold it. He made a lot of money, but he's
That fool
4.2
struggled
billion?
so much to keep that shit alive, and then for him to see it get bought out and turn into what he had. Because that fool literally that fool was like the type of fool is like, man, I'm eating like crackers with ketchup to keep this shit going, bro. Like the store the. No, I'm talking
is
about
now,
I'm
but
talking
not back
about
then.
holding that shit together. It's like Walt Disney or the fool that created Pixar and shit. The fool that created Pixar, dude, that fool struggled hella, dog. You can't even get mad at what Pixar turned into. Like, let that fool enjoy his billions, dog. That fool almost fucking like starved, pretty much like holding on to this dream.
that's every success story though, right? Because if you were making it already, then you made it like whatever. But it's more amazing when you see how much people came from.
So, well, what up? So, are you cool with it being done? Make no more? Call it a day?
I mean, I'm not happy with the way Disney took the direction, but as a fan of being Star Wars, I don't want to see any kind of content because, like right now, they did the Acolytes and it bombed hard, like But I want to see them like bounce back and recover from it. They got the Mandalorian coming out next year. They did a series on it, and it did like 3 seasons, and now they're making a movie.
Oh,
So
they're doing
that's
an
kind of-
actual movie?
Yeah, they're doing
Sick.
a movie. So it's like, okay, that's a good direction, but there's a lot of backstories that I'd love to hear about. Like you said, your favorite character was Darth Maul. I
Yeah.
mean,
He
dude,
was
I'd
the
love
hottest
to.
bad guy.
He was like, because the Force and the dark side of the Force, you have
He's
to
always
be
like, he's the
mad and
coolest
angry.
Did you hear what he said? He was like the hottest bad guy.
What did you say earlier? Because I was clowning on you
I
earlier.
said the best.
Oh, the
looking
best
vi-
looking. Yeah,
Best
that's
looking.
sorry.
And that's
Yeah.
He is the best
hottest.
looking fucking villain.
He's the best looking villain.
Only the guy who would put on a dress and be like, that means sexy.
The sexiest Star Wars
Yeah,
villain.
like that.
Darth
Like
Maul.
when I look at Venom in the movies, I'm like, yeah, that's a good looking villain for the Marvel saga. I don't. It's not because I get fucking hard, bro. It's because
Hey,
I'm like,
you don't have to get hard to appreciate somebody. Just saying, man. It's okay if you got a
that's a
crush on
pretty good
Venom.
form of appreciation, though.
It's the ultimate.
That is true. It's like a full command.
So if somebody gives you like a good meal, getting an erection is an appropriate response.
So I have yet gotten hard in any hungry episode. Maybe the food has never been that good where I'm like, damn, man, I just finished eating. My shit's fierro.
You finish eating and you're just like, well, I gotta give you
I'm
an
glad
8.
that's never happened because Ray's your director and producer and holds the camera.
Okay, well, first of all,
Yeah,
yesterday when I
shout out to
said,
Ray.
how worried did you get yesterday? So I tell Xavier, I was like, because shout out to Cali Blaze. He made some ceviche from like some fresh halibut and all that stuff. High quality ingredients, like bomb ass ceviche. He made it, right? And then there was some left over, and I was like, oh, he's like, does anybody want it? I was like, oh, we'll save it for Xavier. And it was bomb ass like cup of ceviche, right? And then Xavier's like, he goes and eats it. Like, hey, we saved you some ceviche. He's like, I'm like, hey, did you eat it? He's like, yeah. It's like good. And I was
and like I don't trust anything.
I know, but he ate it, right? Because he was like, "Oh, this is good."
Left me this plate. So when he said he put like fucking blue chew,
And I asked him, I was like, "How do you
I was
feel?" And he
like,
was like,
Christ.
"Why? What's wrong?" And I was like, "You don't feel the blue chew yet?" And then he was like, "Bro, please, bro. Like I'm about to go home. Like stop, bro. Like you know, like he's getting really worried." He was
I
like,
ate it and I looked over and I was like, "There's no way he must have." Like, but I knew he like I don't know, but he's so evil that I wouldn't doubt it. No.
Did you have like a placebo effect and you got a boner anyway?
he went home and jacked off anyways. Like,
Oh, babe, it's
Like-
Blue Chew. I got poisoned.
he's like, now I gotta jack off, like as if I did take one, just because I'm psychologically there.
I'm glad
Yeah.
I didn't. No.
Yeah, no, that'll be some shit though.
You can call someone like a real like.
Okay, do you think?
You can
Okay,
really, bro, you don't know someone's
Okay,
health.
no,
You don't
no,
know
no,
what- you don't
okay,
know what
no, serious
medication
question,
I could
serious
be
question,
on.
serious
You can kill
question.
me.
That's very
serious
aggressive
question.
conversation about
Serious
wieners.
question. Do you think is that what if it's a placebo effect? Like, let's just say, like somebody bakes cupcakes, right? And then they put a blue chew in every single one of them. We eat the cupcakes and like nothing. If nobody tells us, how the fuck are we just?
You know what a placebo effect? That's not what a placebo.
I know,
effect
but I'm
is,
saying,
moron.
like, could it be dupe? Like, if we all take the cupcakes and like nobody feels anything until like, the next day, it's like, hey, you guys didn't feel anything. I put like 4 blue chews in
I
those
didn't put-
cupcakes.
Didn't put
that
it
could
out,
just-
but it should work. I mean, if it's
Yeah,
what
but do you
meant to
think it's not automatic? Like,
That is.
you just get so if we eat a cupcake food like 30 minutes from now, we're gonna be sitting at home like,
Yeah.
you're like,
Literally what
damn,
you're
what's
supposed to
going
do.
on over
It's
here?
Literally a medication. You can literally go to the hospital for that. Like I'm telling you, you're not supposed to do that. That's why Bert Kreischer was all pissed when fucking Ari
That was
Shaffir-
Molly, stupid.
Yeah, and that's why he's pissed because you don't know what people medications are on.
Has anybody ever done that to you? Like just try to
Drugged
dose
you?
you?
To drug?
Yeah, like how they did Bert Kreischer where they put Molly in and shit.
No.
These guys did it to 3 plates.
What?
I didn't.
They
bro. I
they
just
put they put
biggest
cocaine in
snitch
his
too,
beer.
dog.
They put he went to
I
the
think
bathroom
Eddie
and then they fucking dumped like a bunch of
Snitch
coke in
the
his
world,
beer,
too.
and then he fucking just like drank it, and then Tom like I think like the
Nothing.
next
It wasn't
podcast they were
even
just
enough.
like, hey dude, this shit was weird. He's like, I couldn't go to sleep.
Oh no, poor buddy.
Well, not really. I don't understand how Tommy fucking really pulled that off, bro. Like, there was a lot of times when we were in here doing like, just like hella amount of coke, and like this was the time when like his baby was being born, huh? Like it had just been born or something like that. And and remember we would ask him, we're like, hey fool, like, does your wife does she like not notice that you're coming home just grinding your teeth? Like, do you just go home and start singing for the baby?
Serenading everybody.
Yeah, no, for real, because he would come in here and he'll sing all coked out, right? And he'll sing on the show, and then I'm just like,
Does he sing better on coke?
honestly, Tommy singing on coke is definitely a sight.
Okay.
Like, there's more
So
enthusiasm.
you were on the road with them this weekend. I'm sure they were a little coked out. Was he singing good?
Yeah, they were singing a little with the mariachi after the show.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah. Tommy got down.
Tommy always got a good voice.
They were all yelled out. But it was fucking cool. Good times.
Yeah, no,
This was on the road with. He went with Sidekick Eddie. I mean, 3 played Tommy and George to Tucson.
Yeah.
And I guess these fools did not sleep. I guess
Yeah,
they gave
it's-
him the bed, and these fools kicked in the living room all night.
Yeah, that's funny when you room with George and on the road, and if he does coke, 'cause then he starts cleaning the hotel room.
What?
Yeah, so like when I wake up, like the hotel room is like it's cleaner than when we got in there. You know, it's like everything's already packed, ready to go. But
It was like a 24-hour turnaround. George does these 24-hour turnarounds. There's no like waiting for breakfast for the continental breakfast. George is like at 7 in the morning. Let's go.
yeah, and
Oh.
I drove all the way back 7.
yeah, George
and a
does
half
not
hours.
seem like the kind of person I want to be on tour with. They'd be like, hurry the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, hey, bro, I'm trying to have waffles, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Eat
Like,
some brekkie, dog.
yeah, you know, I'm like, hey, like, just like you're gonna use his iron? Put some water in this bitch. You know?
Nah, he's been cool. He's not like that on the road.
Not to
He's
you.
more
I
like-
heard Xavier tells me different. He's like, yeah, you know, he's like, I gotta drive.
Yeah, that's what part of going.
Border
is.
Patrol
You see,
pulls
he
me over.
Complains about things that he doesn't know he has to do when you're on the road.
No, what about? He's like, yeah, Border Patrol pulled us over. I was
That's not their
scared.
problem. How's that their problem?
That's not George's
That's
problem.
not George's problem.
I drove that whole way, and I've been doing comedy for 30 years, but it's still cool.
Out of your years of doing that, obviously comedy that much, what's like the best and worst place that you enjoy?
The best what?
Best and worst place.
What's that?
Like the best and worst place you enjoy doing
Oh,
comedy.
the best and worst. I thought you're the best N-word place.
Oh, no.
The best N-word place.
Like, what the fuck does that even mean?
He's like Waffle House.
Oh man, I would say probably one of the best places I played was arena with Gabriel. You know what I mean? That's got to be like up there. That many people, you know. And then I don't know about the worst place. I think when I was coming up doing comedy, we went to Gotham's and we had to go up, you know, all the time, and people already knew your jokes when you're starting off, and then the waitresses are repeating the punchlines and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, so you got to like come up with new stuff or just eat it. And those were a lot of years I spent eating it because I wasn't coming up with new stuff. And so I think those are the worst times I remember of comedy.
Do you write right now? Do you still like sit down and write?
Yeah, I sit down and I write on stage as well, you know, because those are the times where the creativity, you get immediate feedback. So if you know something's funny or not. So I think that's the best time to write on stage. But writing before you go on stage and coming up with premises, you don't even necessarily have to have the whole joke, but you can have a premise and go up there with it, and then the joke could come out.
Fuck around.
Yeah.
That is kind of true. That's the reason I think that's the reason a lot of comics from your generation, they kind of put an emphasis on having a workout room, because that's very vital. Like, it doesn't mean that you're always gonna kill in that workout room, but that's a place where you go work out your bits. And sometimes the current comics workout room is TikTok. You know what I mean? Or like Instagram, like the clips. Like, so a lot of these people would just be like, I'll just go anywhere, do the clip, and I'll post it up and see what Instagram thinks. But the difference between having a workout room in real life and going through that, and then actually depending on the validation from somebody online, is two different things.
Right.
When you get that in real life reaction of that room of different people that show up to that bar every time, you get to real test out reaction. You get to see what real statistics are like. 10 different people, 10 different reactions, 10 different interpretations. 100,000 fucking views doesn't mean that all those 100,000 people give a fuck or are gonna buy tickets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's you can tell when you make a fan, bro. So it's like you kind of know what to zone in. So I feel that the in life experience that you had in your generation is much needed these days.
Amen. to
Yeah,
that, for real.
is much needed or it's needed to be taken into consideration before we run off and say, yo, you have how many, like 10 million overviews over this like stand-up reel on TikTok? We got to give him a special. Like, let's not just rush in right away. Let's send him to South Dakota and the hottest room there and see how he does, you know? Yeah, like with it, we're still nobody, it doesn't have TikTok there, you know?
We become the old man. When I was your age.
Yeah, but you know, people gotta learn game from that, bro. Because I get it, there's shortcuts in there, but that doesn't mean that the shortcut's always gonna be like. It's like the people that are on Ozempic. It's like, bro, like, yeah, that's a shortcut, but not everybody it's not a happy ending for everybody, you know.
Yeah, there might be side effects.
Yeah, you know, you know, it might not work out for you. You end up with Ozempic fix. You end up with all this different shit. So it's like, shortcuts are good, but that's not the way to go always. Like,
not for longevity wise.
yeah,
right?
not for
Because-
longevity.
Yeah, because you blow up quick socially, but you don't have the work ethic or the skill set to back it up. But your popularity is off the chart. But, you know, people will come to see you because they're your fan at first. But then after that, they're going to want to see what's past the smoke and mirrors. Like, can you really write a joke?
You're 100% right about that. But, hey, man, I want to thank you, Edwin, for coming by on the show, bro. Like, for real, man. I had, like,
Oh, yeah, man. Hey, I got some Panoys in the Hood shirts for you guys.
Fuck
Brought
yeah.
them in here, so, you know what I mean?
Thank you,
Size,
Edwin.
It's all good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, where can they follow you at? Do you have any upcoming shows?
Yes, I will be August 1st. I will be at the Covina Laugh Factory. Tickets are, yeah, that's all. He's all Asian guy on the talent.
There you go. The tickets,
He's a
the ticket link
promotion.
will be in the description if you guys want to go to that show. So if you guys want to support Edwin San Juan and go check out some of his funny ass comedy, make sure you guys go, bro. I mean, yo, trust me, man. The dude is funny, and and like it's much more than just comedy you get with him, bro. Like, shit, come in there and talk collectibles with him, shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to drop some flyers at Frankenstein. These motherfuckers need somewhere to go too.
Oh,
you know?
yeah, dude.
Yeah, just go in there and be like, you like Star Wars? You like to laugh?
Me too.
You know, check this out. Yeah, no.
If you did a show in there, that'd be crazy. If you did a comedy show in there, that'd be dope.
Yeah,
You would have a whole set of Star Wars jokes that would just hit there. You know what I mean? Because there would be the only motherfuckers that would get those references, though.
Yeah.
It'd be a whole different game, bro. I don't know, game changer, bro.
Johnny Sanchez, he had an idea. He wanted to do comedy show whenever they have comic cons and stuff like that, and then he wanted to get the comedians and call it the Fantastic Foreigners.
Oh, see, dude, something like that would be great, bro.
Crazy, huh? Just
Yeah.
have 4 comics from different nationalities or whatever.
Straight up, man. That you should really try to pull that off. I want to be there to document it. That'd be great. Yeah, that would be great. Thank you so much once again for coming by. Thank you, Ray, for running the boards, Morning Shot Films and Morning Real Podcast. Big thank you to Weavers for rolling that blunt that we smoked, that tiki blunt.
Fuck yeah.
It was smoked out here 100%. And, you know, Edwin definitely was faded as fuck. He was crying.
Dying and crying.
Rock,
Trying.
shout outs.
Follow me on all my socials at ROCKSAMSONATX. Follow my group at The Beautiful Men's Club. Catch me Thursdays and some Fridays on the Dr. Green Thumb Mix show. And then, what do you call it? I got a show tomorrow in Little Tokyo at 9:30 for Beat Cinema. So show up for that. That joint worked, man. Goddamn, I'm moving slow.
No, it definitely, like, for a while, everybody was all antsy. Like, fuck, bro, should we stop the show? You know? Xavier?
Hit that like button, subscribe. We'll see you guys next week. And I'm going deep sea fishing with my boys. I'm going to vlog that, so that'll be fun. And then I'm going on Sunday to the Bart's Barbecue event, me, Chili. I'll be vlogging that as well. So pull up, guys, at Bart's Barbecue. He's going to be doing $6 burgers. I don't know. It's always a deal. It's
It's an 8-year anniversar.
There we go. 8-year anniversary.
Yeah.
Pull up for Bart's.
I hope that whale that I made a video reaction to doesn't show up on the
I'm going to catch it.
on
I'ma
Xavier's
catch it
boat.
this weekend,
Dog,
I'm going to come back with some yellowtail.
I
I'ma
saw
give
that
you some sashimi.
fucking video and I was just like, full, because you're saying deep, and then we talked about it in the Green Thumb show. It's like, those look like little deep sea fishing boats, and I'm just like, what the fuck? That's what Xavier is doing. I was
That's
like,
pretty big. It's not that. That's not that small. That was a small one. It's fine.
all right, but
Watch.
you know, I'm just
You'll
saying,
able
be
to see
safe.
it.
But yeah, I hope that whale doesn't show up. But go to flavorsbyezone.com. Thank everybody who purchased those hats. You guys have until the end of Rock Samson's closeout to buy the new Pokemon hat or the new classic burger hat, the corduroy edition, if you want to claim the Chicholada prize. So if you guys want to claim the free Chicholada with your order, only while the show is going on. So go to flavorsbyezone.com. Also, there is a Whatnot coming up as well. Whatnot auction for a lot of the vintage and thrift stuff. It's going on Monday. So make sure you guys follow me for that. And if you need the Whatnot link, send me the DM. And stay tuned for behind the scenes for High and Hungry TV. We're going to be at this Netflix barbecue thing on Saturday. So it's going to be pretty cool. Shout out to Full Send Barbecue. They're competing and we got invited, bro. So it's freaking cool. Shout out to Full Send Barbecue. And then I will be at Bart's Barbecue 8th year anniversary on Sunday. So I will be there selling my stuff. Come fucking try out the Pro Pens before you buy them and shit. So
Hey,
make
can
sure.
we have an ice chest?
Huh? Yeah. Oh yeah.
We're gonna be selling-
Pull up at my
beer.
booth.
Yeah, pull up on the booth.
If you pull up at Bart's Barbecue, I'm gonna stop by at Craft Beer Kings on
Yeah.
Saturday, and I'm buying the best fucking beer. I'm getting a whole van, and I'm selling beer at Bart's Barbecue event. So stop by my booth. I'm gonna have hella beer for sale and my
we're
stuff.
there at this point.
Yeah. So on Sunday, for sure, I'm selling beer to everybody. So peace out. I mean, 21 and older, but yeah, stay tuned for the closeout.
Why are you doing white people drugs? Xavier Guerrero?
Thank you.